Welcome to another episode of the SojuBomb Podcast, the show where we interview and reverse engineer all the success tips, habits, and tricks from your favorite influencers, cosplayers, and up-and-coming entrepreneurs in the nerd / anime cosplay esports fandom industries. I'm your host, Anthony Orque. And in today's episode, we get back on track with our adventures at the different cons that we travel to. And the event that we particularly cover in this episode is Katsucon. Now, mind you, we filmed this pre-coronavirus, so before social distancing was even a thing, and the guys were over here in the studio in Las Vegas. So, again, you'll have to forgive us for the outdated references, topics, anything that's kind of like a, facepalm / ODA moment type thing. So, I really enjoy these episodes personally because it brings me back to a time before worry and panic, which I feel is much needed positivity these days, honestly. With everything that's going on, we've gotten several nice comments and people that reached out to us about the first couple episodes saying, look, like this is going to get us through, the coronavirus / quarantining / social distancing. So, super, super thankful that people wrote those kind words about us, saying, they wanted more. This episode is probably like 60-70% of us, 60 to 70% kind of like us goofing around, and then like 20-30% us getting serious and talking about some hopefully valuable, entertaining, educational content. So, again, although we're just goofing off, I still feel like there are some solid takeaways from this episode. And I kind of boil it down to like 3 points. The first of which is the lobby party that Kim threw at Katsucon. It's interesting to see how much fun you can have regardless of location, as long as you have all the right ingredients. And what I mean by that is for someone like me coming from the event runner / industry side of things, it's interesting to see how the commonalities between pop-up lobby parties, such as the one that Kim threw, versus well-organized, very expensive brand activations at cons. And if you don't know what I mean by that, those are mainly like the big booths that you see, the big companies like, Funimation, Activation, Square Enix, et cetera, all that different stuff that you see at like the bigger cons, all their booths and all their different stuff. They refer to those as activations. And if you want me to go a little bit more into that, drop a comment and maybe we can turn that to like a small edutaining segment in future episodes. The second thing I want to bring to your attention is Kim's subtle Asian dating story. And man, how spicy things can get with the internet. These are personally my favorite segments because one, it deals with Kim's love life and, that in itself is valuable. But to reiterate, Kim has a spectacular storytelling style. And what I want you guys to take notes on are his storytelling abilities, and notice how well he paints the picture of his interactions with said mysterious furry girl. And so, super exciting, super spicy. Hope you enjoy that. And the third thing I want to bring you guys' attention is, after all of our shenanigans, we tried a new segment called What Motivated Us this last week. And we wanted to try this because just before we recorded the episode, we had a business meeting to discuss monthly updates and just to brainstorm different ways to improve the pod. To which, by the way, none of us are the type of people to really get butthurt over constructive criticism. So if there's anything that we're forgetting or not covering that you would like for us to talk about, send us an email or drop us a comment, and we'll definitely do our best to try to address some of the unspoken things or some of the things that we've omitted in the past. So a couple things. Again, please excuse the audio during the episode. Mind you, we filmed this before getting our microphones from Amazon, so we had to share the Zoom H6, that small little recorder thingy in between the middle of us. And that's we're trying to do our best with what we got. And so, you'll have to forgive us for the level of quality of our production. Literally, we're just a small rinky-dink operation. But you know what? We take pride in that. We take pride in just the fact that, well, one, the three of us getting together is like, a huge obstacle in itself. And the fact that 3 of us are still down 4 months in after a joke started on Facebook to continue doing this. So, the thing that Marvin always likes to point out is the level of progress that we make every episode. The more times we review these episodes, or anytime I show him like the thumbnail, or some of these sound clips, for instance, these sexy intros, he always gives me like legit compliments. And you gotta love a guy that can do that can help gas you up like that. So yeah, we're about that constant progress. Last thing is, if you're sitting here listening to this portion of the intro thoroughly, I want to do a challenge/experiment. So the first person that hears this message, do me a favor, go and follow us on Instagram, which you can find us on our account at SojuBomb TV, and DM us this super secret password, which will be 4-inch bunny ears. That's correct. I did not misspeak. What you will DM us is 4-inch bunny ears. And for the first person to do said action, what you will receive is a funny/embarrassing Polaroid, like an actual Polaroid, of one of the guys with the Ditto Chew, that little Pikachu Ditto face, little stuffed animal behind us whenever we recorded. We'll take like a selfie with that thing, and we'll send it out to you as a reward. So once we confirm you're the first person that DMs us, one of the guys will go and take that picture and just mail it out to you. So we'll probably figure out a way we can get that to you. Again, we mainly wanted to do this just as a simple, silly little test to see if anyone's listening all the way through. So, you may be one of the first lucky winners to get like a small trinket of the early days of the podcast. Now, if you're one of the poor souls who is slowly but surely becoming a fan of the podcast and want to see more mini content from us, please follow us on all our social media platforms, which will be included in the description of any of the platforms that you're currently enjoying this on. I do believe that's everything, so if I'm forgetting anything, I apologize. I'll probably more than likely cover it in the next episode. So without further ado, we hope you enjoy this episode of the SojuBomb Podcast, episode 4.
She called herself secretly a dom. And I was like, yes, master, yes, queen.
Oh,
she was like, stop! And I was like, I'm dying.
Oh, no.
Okay.
All right, so welcome to another episode of SojuBomb. We made it. I don't know how this is possible.
Yeah, dude, holy crud.
I am your host, Anthony, along with my 2 wonderful emperors. Please, fellow emperors, introduce yourselves.
My name is Marvin SquareNoodles.
And I'm Kim from Senpai Squad.
Of course you are. Like, what? Yeah, okay.
Jeez.
So,
Senpai over here. Well, we're part of your squad, so we're also Senpai.
I know.
Hey.
Okay, I think next episode I'm going to introduce us as Senpais.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, how's everyone doing? Wellness check?
Oh,
I'm doing good.
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm doing shitty.
Yeah.
My back is all kinds of snapped up right now.
Oh my god, yes. You got ran over by a cab, bro.
I got hit by a taxi.
Tell us.
Doing my thing, all of a sudden, dude comes, I call up next taxi, drunk guy behind me said, watch out. All of a sudden, I'm like, what? Fucking comes up, wrecks my knees, fucks up my back. So I'm like, oh shit, all right.
Dude, it's so crazy because you said it like so nonchalantly. I'm like, oh, by the way, like
I
I
really
got
try not to make a big deal out of it, but when
like,
people...
I'm just like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
It was
this
pretty
guy.
epic when it happened because, like, my back seized up and I felt like an old man. I was like, ugh! So, like, have you guys ever thrown out your back? Ever? Like, at all?
Not my back, no.
It sucks. It feels like literally you can't move. Like, your arms, your legs, your head does all kinds of shit, but the torso...
It just froze?
Yeah, no, I'm still that way. I can't twist at all.
Oh, no.
Without, like,
Ugh,
breathing
guys.
terribly, so...
To Anthony, said good vibes, Where's
Yeah,
best hand?
please.
Energy ball?
I would love
Yeah,
to... Yeah,
like that.
spirit vomit
ball.
like a motherfucker,
Yeah.
please. I would really, really appreciate it. Now, I'm just excited that we're doing this again because I've been literally stuck in bed the last, like, 5-6 days.
True, bro.
Yeah.
Last time, we were sick, and now it's your turn.
Yeah.
I know, what the hell, dude?
I really hope that's like not the main theme of our show where one of us is messed up.
One of us needs to be fucked up entirely.
Oh
so
my god.
that's terrible. So yeah, my wellness is to be continued. Hopefully I get better soon. I don't know. Like, I just did my MRI today and it freaked me the fuck.
Oh yeah,
out.
how was that? Yeah.
It was scary. I was in a tube for like
Ooh,
30
yeah.
minutes.
How did it come? Well,
So I don't know yet.
Results will
I got
be
it. Yeah, I have
a week,
CD, but I don't.
You
know,
don't know, like, look at
I
it.
don't know how to. Like, you need like a program specifically to
Okay.
like look at it and shit. But
what did they say?
they said that I have a compressed disc. I don't know which one, but like they said something is off on the lower side of my back. And they said all the pain I'm experiencing is just nerve damage. So I'm like, okay. So and that the whole thing with the MRI is to figure out what nerves or what part of like my back are messed up. Admittedly, though, the last like 3 days I kind of haven't been eating that much just because I've been stuck in bed.
Yeah.
So like that kind of helped reduce the inflammation. But today I started feeling it again just because I'm really active.
Are you taking any medications right now?
Yeah, some muscle like relaxants and shit.
that's
So
Okay.
yeah, and then like hella Tylenol. So.
Yeah.
But so far you guys are good because I heard like you guys weren't sleeping and shit and
What's
some
new?
about chicken,
What's new?
some about chicken, eating Korean barbecue, and then fucking drinking all weekend.
Oh yeah.
It's like a typical
Yeah.
weekend, you know.
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Katsucon just happened.
That's
so,
right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll get into this last weekend at con. So this last con is Katsucon,
Yeah.
and
so,
you guys had mentioned that in the previous episodes that you guys. Kim was considering going.
Yeah.
Marvin was
Well,
already
no,
going. Remember,
no.
you'd said that like you're like
Well-
I was like I might go just to attend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what
Well,
happened?
I thought he wasn't gonna go at all.
Yeah.
So,
What made up your mind?
I wanted to have like a con where I wasn't actually working.
Oh.
And I still wanted to have it like where it was like business focused, where I was networking, catching up with friends.
Sure.
I had some new products that came out, so I wanted to do some photo shoots.
Yeah.
And then throw a party at the lobby so people know that we throw parties in the East Coast too.
oh my god.
Back
So,
in the day.
Okay, you gotta tell me this thing about lobby parties because apparently, apparently it's an East Coast thing. I first heard about it from ColossalCon,
yeah.
and then Katsucon apparently because the venue is
That
like
is amazing.
Yeah.
apparently
so,
it's like a city within a glass building,
Yeah,
right?
it's like
Yeah.
multiple floors
Mhm.
and yeah.
So that's actually what makes it so good. It's like I don't know what it is, but with Katsucon and like the LobbyCon.
Yeah.
So this con has like really high ceiling, and since it's a convention, like oh no, it's a hotel con kind of thing.
Yeah.
So everyone is in the same spot. Everyone stays there, and everyone like
Gets
gets fucked up there. What's great about it? And it's like I felt that the first Katsucon too, but I felt it again this time. And it's like when people are just so like wanting to get messed up or like have fun
Yeah.
and all that.
Have a good ass
Yeah,
time.
just have a good ass time.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
release certain energy, and it's just like buzzing with that because you're in an enclosed environment, and you can just feel the vibe. Like when you go to a concert, and it's like it's a good ass concert, and everybody's vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it is in Katsucon. I think that's why Katsucon is so great for me.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, your first time or was it?
Second time.
Yeah.
Okay.
My second time too.
God, fuck. Okay.
Oh, God. Dude,
Shit, so-
Anthony,
okay.
you
Yeah.
should go next time, dude.
So okay, it's an East Coast con. It's in Maryland, right?
Yes.
Okay, so based on the last episode, I definitely want to hit a fucking East Coast con because
Yeah,
apparently that's where
dude.
people.
Good.
Yeah, we have
It's
a
great.
clip from the last episode where Kim was talking about how down people were on the East Coast apparently compared to the fucking West Coast.
Oh
And
my
I
God.
had come to a realization. I'm like, God, fuck! Like I've been fucking up this entire time. I gotta go out to these East Coast cons, man. So was there a continuation of that, or like were there people that were that blunt and that straightforward?
I don't think it was that. The Katsucon was specifically for me that people were like that, but
Yeah.
everyone was still like very open and like you can
Yeah.
vibe with them and they want
People
to
are down to
themselves.
party.
So
Yeah.
like I could just talk to like just a random Congo and we'd vibe like easily.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they were very
Mhm.
open, you know.
Okay.
It's great. And like Katsucon is one of those things where it's like a party con too.
Yeah.
So definitely the people who goes are there to
For the
party.
party.
Okay.
So like they definitely carry that vibe. I'm just like I'm here to have fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna get fucked up over the
It
weekend.
definitely seemed like it. Like it just seemed like both of your guys' stories combined. It just
Yeah.
seemed like it was a lobby party
Yeah.
the entire time. Like whenever,
Yeah.
because what it seemed like was like the hotel rooms were like around it, right?
Mhm.
And then you have like that atrium area in the
Mhm.
middle where like the lobby and like how big is that lobby area? It seemed like it was a fucking stadium.
I wouldn't
Let's
say
see.
it's big. It's just
Yeah.
everything's just compact and
Yeah.
there's a lot of people.
Let's see. Man.
How many people do you think were there? Like for the okay, well,
So at most probably like 200, 300 people
fuck in a lobby.
in a lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little more.
Maybe more because it's like only like
No,
I mean
I say more.
in the front it's
Yeah.
like it can get really packed.
Sure.
But then there's more room in the
Yeah,
back. Yeah.
Whoa.
So it continues.
What?
So I mean, on the open space. So what?
Yeah.
So I mean, if you can.
How would
pull
you
up-
break it down? If let's
So
say
yeah,
like this were the
Kim,
lobby,
like
right?
pull up Katsucon
Like,
or the
gazebo.
Gaylord National
Yeah.
Harbor.
Yeah, I posted up a picture
So,
of the last episodes on there.
Yeah. I think the one you posted are just the outside stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that
Yeah.
shit right there.
yeah. So you'll see it in the
Yeah.
screen here.
That
This is
So
the-
this
what
is
the
where
f-
everyone
that's
is
beautiful.
at, right? And then
Yeah.
there's a lower level where there's a bar here,
Yeah.
and then there's more people inside of the
What?
convention.
Oh,
So it's just like
shit.
it's just like a giant vibing crowd.
See, the thing is, venues like that are hard. There is a
Mm-hmm.
venue like that here in Vegas. It's called Sam's Town.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. I don't think it's as big as this, but the atrium area is more like a theme park.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got a bar in the middle. They've got like in the Christmas time they have like lights and shit and like
Mm-hmm.
all this different themed shit. But it seemed pretty wide and open. Plus, like there's fountains and shit. in
Oh
the middle,
yeah,
that's
right?
like
it's
the
just a
bottom floor.
giant open,
Okay.
really really high ceilings.
Yeah.
And it's closed off. It's just like you can. It's
That's
just you
so
can
dope.
breathe
It's like
easily.
you're outside, but you're not feeling all like the weather change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't feel.
Was it cold when you guys were there outside?
I didn't go outside.
Outside, yeah, it was freezing. It was high winds.
God damn.
But for this one, it even though it's like super packed, like sometimes shoulder to shoulder, even
Fuck.
you don't feel claustrophobic.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like you have.
It
this
must have
wide
been the
open
higher,
space.
like, oh, I
So
can reach
you
that
guys
someday.
can't see what we're seeing,
right
but
now.
yeah, we'll post pictures on how the
Fuck yeah.
convention layout is or the hotel layout. But
Okay.
Katsucon is just amazing for that, and
Good.
like can't wait to go ahead and like get back solely for that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I gotta
Um,
see it. I'm down. I want to see
Even
it.
the staff, they knew what was
They
going
knew,
on,
yeah.
and they were like,
Mhm.
"Hey man, as long as no one's like
Yeah.
doing anything stupid, have fun.
Damn.
You can drink, you know, you
Yeah.
can play music.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you can drink. So long as it's not in a bottle. They
Yeah.
just
So like
yeah.
cups and shit. Or
Plastic.
Like, okay.
Yeah, because it can
Like break
it
and
can
stuff.
break and
Yeah.
then it'll be a hazard. But they
Okay.
just wanted and like they know what kind of people are coming.
Yeah.
They can't stop it, but
Yeah.
they can for sure enforce the safety.
Yeah,
course.
make
Which
sure
is
everyone's
great,
safe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Minimizing like the liability or like risk on their end.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's smart on
So-
their end. So okay, so how does one from coming from the organizer standpoint, how does somebody organize a lobby party?
You
Like how does
don't.
that work?
Oh, for like
Oh,
for
is
you?
it like something
Nah.
that I
Yeah,
feel?
like how did that amalgamation of get this and this, invite all or just make
Yeah.
the shot, like how did that
That's
planning
more for
process
you,
go?
Kim.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I usually like to do it on a Saturday, or I just do it every single day.
God
But
damn.
like now at this moment, everyone always asks me like, "Oh, are you hosting something?" And if I am, I'll be like, "Yeah, meet here at this time." Or sometimes I will play music during like the day, right? And people are like, "Oh, you know, I like your music," or blah blah blah. And I'll tell them, "Hey, I'm throwing a party at the lobby. You know, 11 p.m. Be there."
Yeah.
Or I'll make a story post as well. So a lot of people follow my Instagram to watch my adventures and also updates on parties I throw.
So that's actually what's great about Kim is that since he's like more of the front runner of like throwing the party, everyone kind of tunes into him. It's like, oh, this is where Senpai Squad is gonna be, and then for sure it's gonna be a lit time, and then it makes it easy for him, because coming from a fan perspective, not just his friend, right?
Yeah.
It's like if Kim is like one of the freaking most difficult person to reach, right? Like I'm his
True.
friend. I'm his friend,
It's
and I'm
true.
just like, hey Kim, where you at? And it's
Yeah.
just like not get a response for like 5 hours later.
Yeah.
But I definitely like watch out for his posts.
Everyone does.
Yeah,
It's the highlight of your
yeah,
day.
in his
You wait for it.
Instagram
He's like, "Oh,
and
Kim's
or
here."
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know once you see that status, everyone meet up here.
Yeah.
Everyone shows up.
Fucking rush.
Yeah.
So,
And
so
I'm actually-
shout out, make sure to follow all of Kim's posts.
Yeah,
Like
seriously.
on Facebook, follow him on Instagram. Like where do you normally post all your announcements?
A
Like,
lot
is
of
it a
it
status?
is on Instagram, yeah.
Okay.
Twitter I don't use as much, but mostly Instagram and
Alright.
Facebook.
Shit,
I'm
so take notes, kids.
Yeah,
Take notes.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and like call out Kim for the past weekend. So
Shit, son.
you know, he kind of like let everyone down. Kim,
Oh my
Kim.
God.
So,
Oh, yeah, oh, no, I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
I-
So here,
I was like, what are you talking
All these
about?
members are flooding back, like, because I asked them before the episode. I was like, "All right, what do you guys got?" And they're like, "Oh, it's such a blur." Now it's all
Oh, should I
coming back.
talk about it?
I don't know. Should you?
No, let me go ahead and like say it, right? I mean, like here's a good thing, right?
He's asking for
Yeah.
consent.
Shit.
Here's the good thing.
Oh.
So the good thing was that Kim showed up Thursday night, or no, Friday night, right?
That was when you
Yeah.
flew in?
No,
He flew in-
Thursday probably.
No, Friday.
Okay.
Cause,
Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wait, was it? No,
Yes.
Thursday night, right? Because S class is Friday,
Yeah.
right? So he flew in Thursday night, and this guy, he was already like bumping at the lobby. Like, he was just like freaking getting people going over their speakers. And then it's like, oh man, like I'm tired. I just want to take it easy on the first day, right? This is the good thing. So, and then I'm just like, had a good time,
Yeah.
left home,
Okay.
and then it was like, what?
Late.
Super late, like 3 o'clock.
God
And
damn.
then this guy's still posting, and like everyone in the lobby doing line dance, and he was leading it.
What?
So tell us about that.
Please.
So to rewind, right?
Yeah.
That plan was to fly in there, go to Best Buy, buy a speaker with an intent to return it. I bought the biggest speaker that
course
I
you
could
did.
buy.
Yeah.
I bought a cart so I can lug that around.
Like
right?
a wagon.
Yeah, a wagon. Yeah. I had a sign, with my Instagram and everything, so they know to follow me, so that they can figure out where the party is tomorrow. 'Cause I was planning on throwing it on Friday, but we also had the S class party
Yeah.
on Friday, so we had.
Okay.
I didn't know about the S class.
Who or
Party
what
up.
is that? If I don't,
So,
I
yeah.
don't know who
So
or what that is.
actually, I actually don't know what it is. All the reason why I got in, I was invited on the day of, and shout out to Mariah Malad, Momo-kun, because she got she got a table
Yeah.
for that party,
God.
and since I was
was it
in
in
her
a club
class,
or a bar?
so it was NGM. It wasn't a really really like fancy
Fancy.
club,
What?
and I'm just like, oh shit, like I didn't know what it was, but everyone was like dressed super
I didn't
nice.
even know Maryland had nightclubs.
But well, it wasn't
Or like a-
MGM.
like
it
a
was
lounge.
like it was
Okay.
the MGM, so it was like the fancy side of
Fuck
town,
yeah.
right?
All right.
And then so people were like, "Hey, are you going to S Club?" I'm just like, "I don't know what that is," right? And
Who's
then
that?
yeah, I was just like, "I don't know what that is." And then so throughout the day, people just keep asking, "Hey, are you going to be there?" And I'm just like, "I don't know." I got back to my hotel room,
Yeah.
and then I asked Mariah, I was like, "Hey, are you going to S Club?" And she was like,
S-Class.
or sorry, S Class,
S
not S Club,
Club.
S Class. That was the name of the event.
Party. Okay.
I'm not familiar on who set up the event, but it was an exclusive.
That's
party.
unacceptable. How do we not know who runs these after parties?
Yeah, but it was because it was very exclusive.
Shit.
Right? It was
It was a Katsucon thing though, or was it like a separate thing?
It was a separate thing. I
Separate
think.
thing,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Katsucon may have advertised it. I'm not sure. Probably.
No. It was a separate thing
Okay.
because they have guest
separate.
list.
Whoa.
Yeah, so there's a
I didn't
guest
realize.
list.
I just paid,
sounds like Illuminati, dude.
application and paid, and then like
Oh, you paid? Oh shit. Okay.
I'm a
Never
normie.
mind. Oh shit.
Damn.
Man, I didn't know. The reason why I'm shocked is because I didn't know that you could pay.
Well,
Right.
I heard that from some people like that didn't get in. They
Mm-hmm.
complained that only the people with followers will get into S class.
Yeah, so that's why it was.
So they used it as a marketing ploy.
no,
right?
no.
Or no?
So
Okay.
it wasn't open to public at all, right?
So you had to be chosen.
I think so. I
Yeah, it
I
is like
think
you
so.
need to know people in there in order to get
Yeah.
in. Like no, this is not like a bad kind of like party. Like so, the thing about it is that since I think everyone there is pretty high profile in the cosplay community, they
okay.
want it to the people who aren't fans.
So like intimate,
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
So 'cause
Intimate
it's like-
amongst their fellow.
You're right. So they
Yeah.
don't have to worry about people like, hey,
Bugging them and
like take a
fangirling
selfie
and
with me,
stuff.
like this and that. So I understand.
Whoa.
I understand that part. And
Yeah.
like in the end, I'm just like, I feel like I'm not even like I don't know. Like I don't
I'm
feel.
not worthy.
Yeah, it's like I'm not worthy. So like I
Damn.
got in because like I'm with Mariah, right?
course.
When I got there, I knew half of the people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, which is a good thing, but at the same time, I'm just like, man, I felt very like, I wasn't. There's like a
Intimidating?
slash hint of like, out of place, man.
yeah.
You know, and but then everyone was super kind. Everyone was like, the main thing I had was that I felt so underdressed.
What'd you dress up in?
So man, what did I dress up on? I have this really just nice cardigan that just fits me well, right?
Okay.
And then I ended up just styling my hair, and then a t-shirt under, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
And that's what I mean. I have nice dress shoes and all that.
Yeah.
But everyone.
Was suited
Kim
up,
freaking
yeah.
showed up. What did you showed up? She showed up in
Like a gown.
Oh, Kim looks so pretty.
It's nice
No,
blazer,
no, no.
nice button-up shirt, dress pants.
Yeah, no.
dress-
Kim
Oh, wait,
looked-
no, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw
Kim looked
that.
good. Yeah.
How
So
the
they-
fuck? Did you
yeah.
pack that or like
yeah,
did you?
yeah.
God
Damn, dude. So
alright.
I felt really underdressed, and I'm just like, fuck. Like that's why I felt like out of place,
Okay.
right? But at the same time, it's like people there showed up in like really casual stuff. But like I
Okay.
mean, like that's them, right? They
Sure.
showed, yeah. But I mean,
Sure.
at the same time, like if I'm gonna go somewhere like really nice, fancy, smanchy,
Mm-hmm.
I want to dress up a
Yeah.
little bit, And then so that happened, right? Like Kim was doing line dance Thursday night.
What the fuck?
But then he planned on his party Friday night
Fine night. After the S class.
after the S class.
So
So,
What time was S class?
S class is until 2 a.m.
So we were
Right.
gonna leave, I think, at like 12
To set up.
to kind of go there and set up, and then
And where was this?
the lobby.
Yeah, the lobby. So we were at MGM, right, which is a 10-minute Uber.
Yeah.
And then he was supposed to go throw an after party at the lobby.
Yes.
So what happened was that we're having a good time,
As one
You
does,
know,
yeah.
I'm just like, we're drinking.
People buying me drinks left, right, and center.
Right.
Oh, long time no see.
So, and Kim isn't exactly the heavyweight he is.
The champion.
This
Champion
is how
Soju.
this is how it came to be. He was just like, I saw him and he was like this. Huh? I'm just like, all right, Kim, gotta go. So it was just like, and like my brotherly instinct just kicked in.
Yeah.
Because like in my head, I'm just like, fuck, we're in somewhere fancy. The last thing I want is have Kim make a fool out of himself. And like,
Damn.
he was like, he sat down there. Like, I mean, he was already like,
Like 0 to 10. 10
No.
being blackout, 0 being sober.
He was
Or-
already
or-
drunk. He was just sitting down on the chair already, right? He was
I
sitting
don't
down.
remember
Yeah,
that,
so he was
yeah.
already
One
sitting
of
down on the
these?
chair. Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm having a good time. He's just like chilling on the chair,
Oh shit.
and then he just like, I'm just like, all right, Kim, we're gonna go. And we dipped
take
out
your
of
ass
there.
out of there, yeah.
It was a good thing that right outside there was a restroom. He did his thing.
You did your thing.
Right, he did his
I don't
thing.
remember it, but yeah.
Yeah, and then I carried his ass all the way outside.
Fireman style.
Yeah.
Like
well,
I got
no,
you,
I was
bro.
just like, he was just like, I mean, on the shoulder,
So,
right?
like-
this,
Oh,
right?
I got
and
you,
like
bro.
just carrying him across the entire establishment.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck him, you're freaking lit. And we're just like, yeah. And then, man, so mind you, he has a party after.
He has to run it.
He has to run
It's
it.
his party.
But he's blacked out. So I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, oh shit, like he still has party. And my phone on, like, already grabbing Uber, it was already blowing up.
Oh my
Because
God.
people saw me leaving with him.
Oh, so
Right?
you were their point of contact.
Right, right.
Oh,
but
shit.
his phone was blowing up some more.
Of course it was. It always
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, so
What the
we
fuck?
got to the front of the my hotel. He did more of his thing, and
course.
then so this what happened. I kind of messed up too. When we got there to the like towards my room, I thought he was already done doing
Huh.
his thing in
Oh, shit.
in the room, and then after that, when we got to the in
your
front
room.
of our room, it was just like, ah shit, he gotta go again.
In the hallway.
No, yeah. So I opened the door quickly. He was praying.
Shove your face.
Yeah, he was like,
Into
I took
toilet.
him to the
This
toilet.
is I'm hearing this for the first time.
Yeah, so it shoved him in the toilet, and then I'm like, cool, he's safe, right? And my dumbass, right?
Yeah.
At that time, after that, I don't remember what happened.
So you were litty as well up
I
to
was
that point.
Up to that point, right?
Yeah.
And then the alcohol hit me pretty hard too.
Oh
and then
my God.
so
glad you
yeah,
got
yeah.
back before that.
So
Yeah.
the last memory I remembered, I don't remember the entire thing, but the last memory I remembered was I was making the pull-out couch into a bed, and then that's when I blacked out.
Damn.
I woke up the next day around 7 o'clock, and I was like, holy shit, what happened to Kim? Right? And then God bless. Thank you for the roommates that took care of Kim after.
Shout out those roommates. They deserve the credit. Let's shout them out.
I actually don't know who took care of him. I don't know who took care of him. But he just has a pillow and he had the water next to him. He was on the floor.
I was on the floor.
You were on the floor.
Oh my!
Yeah.
That's a normal thing.
That's the default position.
No, like you put me on the bed, and if I'm drunk, I end up on the floor somewhere.
Yeah.
Always.
So
What the fuck, man?
so wait, hold on.
God damn.
What's our
2 minutes left.
Okay, cool. Let me just finish this story.
All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
So he was on the floor and I panicked. I'm like, holy shit, Kim, where the fuck are you, right? Because that was my last thing. My last instinct was like, take care of Kim, right?
Yeah.
And then I woke up like 5 hours later. I'm like, fuck, Kim. So I saw him. I was like, I was like, peace. So I woke us up. Hey, Kim, just go to the bed, right? And then that's where he ended up. My phone was like, after I knocked out, just like messages after messages after messages, like, hey, where's Kim? Hey, can we borrow Kim's speaker? Hey, like, where's Kim? Hey, is Kim all right? Hey, dude, I'm just like, fuck, dude. And then
What?
that's where he messed up. It's that he was supposed to throw
The party.
a lobby party Friday night.
Yeah.
So what? Okay. Okay. Oh my god.
Explain yourself,
I
Kim.
woke up with so much regret, right?
So many questions.
Yeah, like
what
I
happened?
could legit
And-
scroll, and it was like messages after messages, and I was like, man, if only like I told somebody my room number and who I'm
Where
partying
you're
with,
at,
yeah,
yeah.
where I'm at, that way
Your
if I get
DJs
fucked
could have-
up,
yeah.
they could have come and grabbed it. So that was where I messed up. I didn't plan for my mistakes.
You didn't plan out to get so lit. But the thing is that the people who were there were half of them you knew, or I think all of them you knew, most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was S-class party. Whoever threw that party, my God, God bless. That was
God
so good. Yeah,
bless
God
you. God bless you
Yeah.
and take care.
Yeah.
God bless
Oh,
you. take
freaking
care.
Daniel Martinez, is that his Kate's boyfriend?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Is that him? But Danny, God, the reason why I got so messed up is because of him. The moment I got there, it was just like, dude, let's get
shot.
get drinks, and like straight out,
Bam.
2 tequila shots down.
God damn.
I was double fisting at sometimes
Yeah.
too.
Oh my.
I saw.
Jesus
I went
Christ,
through my
Kim.
photos. And I was like, when did this
Yeah.
happen? I'm like, we got drinks in all my hands.
Yeah.
How did this
Jeez.
picture exist? Both my hands were busy. Who took
Okay.
the picture? I have so many questions from that story. Like, what? Oh man. Like, okay. So what ended up happening then? Like, what did people end up doing based on what you heard? What people were telling you the next day. Like, did anyone do anything in the lobby?
I honestly don't know. Everyone.
Yeah, so I felt bad, right? Because I thought I was coming back from the S-class to the lobby.
to continue, yeah.
Yeah, because I told my friends, yeah, we're going to party at the lobby, right? And then the next day they said, oh, they're still in S-class, let's just go. So I felt like a little bit of like...
You let them down?
Yeah, I let down people too. Because it was like I told them that I was going to party at the lobby. So if I
my
felt that
God.
way, I don't know how you felt.
Bro,
Yeah.
I felt I let everyone down, man.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Oh my
Fuck,
God.
man.
Yeah.
So if has this ever happened to you before?
Oh hell yeah, that's normal. People be like, oh, Kim's not here. He's
Yeah.
probably fucked up.
Yeah,
He's
he was
backed out.
fucked up.
Yeah.
God damn.
But yeah, that was the thing about it is that it was advertised that it was gonna be a LobbyCon, and I think everybody was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I felt like you started off the LobbyCon pretty well on Thursday already.
It set the tone.
Yeah.
It set the tone.
Yeah.
because people were line dancing freaking first day, dude. So
Okay. So how many
yeah.
days is this con?
this is
It's a 3-day con.
But
So
I
was-
started the day before.
yeah, we started Thursday.
Yeah. Well, you again, you set the vibe for like the
Yeah.
the pre-lit
yeah, the pre-lit. Yeah.
pre-lit event, you
Yeah.
know? So going into
Yeah.
Friday was obviously like a dud. I don't say a dud because we don't know what people ended up doing, right?
Right.
So was there any other like after party type presence at Katsucon, like Saturday or anything?
Oh, remember I heard that there's a club in the hotel, but it got shut down.
What?
We didn't get shut down. It got bought out. So that
Oh,
day,
yeah, yeah.
I
So-
don't know who exactly did it. But,
Yeah, so Katsucon also, like, I didn't get to go this year, or I didn't even step into that club, but Katsucon has a club all the way at the top floor,
Yeah.
and it's a pretty nice club too. They have like a dance floor, there's like open bar, and then the second floor right?
Did Katsucon do anything for it, or was it someone else, like exterior?
I think they got bought up Friday or Saturday night, so
Oh, that's
no one was
whack.
able
No
to
one's
go,
able to go up there, yeah.
there.
So what you're saying is for next year's Katsucon,
Yeah.
we gotta hit that spot. They're like, hey,
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think they booked it 2 years ago when I.
Oh
first,
yeah,
like-
this
yeah.
shit.
So like Katsucon like had an event there, and
the
then
year before.
I blacked out there too.
2 years ago when I went.
did black out there.
When
That's how you took
2
care
years
of
when
me.
I went.
God,
2 years
fuck.
ago, but
Okay.
yeah, I don't know why that was not booked Saturday
Yeah,
night
it
for
was weird.
Katsucon. Oh wait, no, it's duh, they got bought out Saturday night.
Of course,
But there's nothing going on.
officially,
Yeah.
Officially Friday night because
Yeah.
I guess everyone was so preoccupied Saturday night, or anyone who had the ability to throw a party was occupied Friday night
Sure.
due to the S-Class party. And then Kim
That's
was the only
crazy.
one who advertised that party on Friday night.
the
So
lobby,
everyone,
yeah.
everyone was like, all right, we're set. We have the party Friday night.
Yeah, so no one even bothered planning anything else because
Right,
Kim was
because Kim
already
was
doing
Yeah.
the thing.
creating the lobby party.
Fuck.
But
So-
the problem was that it's just Kim just got too lit.
Yeah, so I wrote off that way where people were disappointed, but they're still looking for something. They're feeling for something because they saw what happened on Thursday, right?
Yeah, the line
So I
dancing.
was like, you know what? Since the club is closed down and people are wanting something, I'm gonna make sure I'm not getting that lit, and then I'm gonna throw something Saturday.
Sure.
So I made sure that advertise, hey, I'm going really big Saturday. Bringing my speakers. I'm gonna have soju and all of that.
Of course you
Yeah.
are.
Did you guys see the photo of the cart with my soju?
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
was
yeah.
that? Okay.
Was that Friday night?
No,
Did you-
Saturday.
Oh,
No,
wait,
Saturday,
sorry,
yeah.
Saturday night. Did you ended up doing Saturday
Yeah,
night?
yeah.
Okay.
So I, got my speakers down, found an outlet, plugged it in.
Yeah.
Had a sign up, and the Saturday was wild. It was like the floor was
Yeah,
jam
Saturday
packed.
night.
That okay? When I saw your story, it looked like elbow to elbow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Everyone's
freaking
packed.
wild.
Fuck yeah.
I actually got there Saturday night super late, and I'm just like, we had dinner at this steak place, but then
Of course, that's where you
Yeah.
can find
Oh,
Marvin at
steak
any
and
given
steak.
time
But
at the
like-
steakhouse.
yeah,
Damn.
it's just, I'm sad. Like I felt like I missed out on a lot because it's I showed up late. I showed up like 11:30, and then
damn.
I started pretty early.
late.
Yeah.
So-
What time did you start?
Honestly, it was a rough time, probably 9.
That's early.
yeah,
Damn.
Nine. yeah,
Maybe even earlier.
yeah,
Yeah.
But
Fuck.
one good thing is that like again, since it was so packed this year, what ended up happening was that Kim had a speaker on one side. There's another speaker
one,
on the
yeah.
other side, and there's just a speaker in the middle. So like there's music all around,
Yeah.
and it was just like a full blown party.
Was it synced or was it like?
No,
It wasn't,
It was
it
like
wasn't.
basically it's like different
So
stages
yeah,
at
so
festivals.
So like
it's like a mini
Disneyland.
Coachella.
There was like hip hop, there was fucking EDM,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
there was
K-pop,
yeah,
whatever.
K-pop.
exactly,
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Fucking
So it ended
weeb
up
shit.
having that. So that's pretty much Katsu.
Katsu,
Yeah.
God, fuck. Okay, well, how was the con? Like, did anyone buy anything cool or like
So the thing about me is that I'm actually not a
a con goer?
I am a con goer, but I don't check out the vendor or the artist. I check
Okay.
it out once just to look at like
Or see like
Art-
if homies are there.
yeah,
or, like,
artworks
yeah.
and all. Well, I like to see artworks, figures, what they have, and all
Tight.
that. But once I see it, I was just like, oh, that's it. Like I see it once, I've seen it all, and
That's true. We see
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
so I tend to go for like friends hanging out, parties,
Yeah.
and all that.
Nice.
And that's more of that kind of. I'm more that kind of a con goer.
Yeah, I did a complete 180. I actually plan to get back into the cosplay photography a little bit because I kind of miss it.
Ooh.
And also do my product shoots. Shoot like maybe 5, 6, 7 people.
Yeah.
Because I bought with my suitcase like maybe a handful of clothing. Different sizes, different designs.
Okay.
So I was
So
planning
good
for
chance
that
for promo
too.
shoot.
And then do my party and play music around with my car.
Yeah.
So that was my general idea. Like it's laid back, but still goes back into the
Yeah.
business, right?
Sure.
That was my goal. But then I also asked all my vendor friends, like, hey, if you need any help, I am here. I don't want
yeah.
anything. I know how hard it is to
Oh, yeah,
to
that's
work
right.
and then
Be by yourself.
so like
you
I'm
feel-
free labor. You know,
You booted for Dave.
Dave, Dave Young.
Shout out Dave.
Yeah, shout Dave.
What's his booth?
Yeah,
Sleepy Boy.
yeah.
Hey.
So he has a bunch
Sleepy
of cool
Boy.
merch, and he needed
Okay.
help because he needed to do some photo shoots as well.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
great photographer as well.
Oh,
So
hell
definitely
yeah.
check out his work. He'll be
Oh yeah.
right here, Dave
He'll
Yang.
post the shit. Yeah.
So
Tight.
I was like, okay, well, let me know what time you need me. I'll be there. Oh my god, I am so surprised I made it.
Yeah,
I got so messed up, and I still made it on time.
God,
I
fuck.
didn't even sleep.
Yeah.
So Saturday night, I actually didn't sleep.
holy shit.
So I stayed up all night Saturday and
Yeah.
went to the booth and got there early on Sunday.
holy shit.
But then I crashed really hard Sunday night. Like people
Yeah.
wanted to party Sunday night.
Yeah.
That's when I was like,
Yeah,
I
we
can't.
ended up staying for one more night, and then I wanted to party too. And
Yeah.
Sunday night felt so weird
Mhm.
because it's one of those things where it's because usually I don't stay Sunday night, right?
Yeah.
And then
That's. Yeah.
I thought we were just gonna be like chill and all that, but then a lot more people actually showed up, and then it's like
Damn.
there's so many people there, and I think since a lot of people stayed, there was this expectation, like encore,
Yeah,
like,
right.
like but then it felt weird because nothing happened.
Yeah.
I mean, people drank, people like mingled and all that.
Sure.
But it's just weird that
They're
there
like,
was-
who's gonna bust
like,
out the
yeah,
speaker?
yeah,
I
there
think
was-
that everyone was asking me for speakers, and
Yeah.
I told them like, if you really want, you can go to my room and grab it. I can't
Can't,
physically
yeah,
function.
function.
My mind, my brain.
Yeah, you were
my
you're
social-
toast. Yeah.
there
yeah,
was
it was-
only one guy there that had a speaker, and it's pretty loud, and I was happy that he was taking like song requests.
Oh, nice.
And then he was playing like party weeb music, and then he got everyone going, he got everyone dancing, and this guy, oh my god, so just I wish I got his I took a video of him like in Instagram, or I got his Instagram so I could shout
Nice.
him out, but like
Who was this again? Or
I don't know, I didn't get to get his name.
Oh, okay.
And I felt so sad because it's like you can tell that people were looking for parties,
damn.
because like for all this music,
Yeah.
people are like starting to like
They're
congregate.
gonna congregate.
Right,
Yeah.
right, and then people are starting to get wild and out,
Oh damn, dude.
and then around 11 o'clock, I think,
Yeah.
and then that's when people really just like really surrounded him and just like party on.
Yeah.
yeah.
But then unfortunately
Shut down. I'm assuming.
it got they're like, yeah, con's over.
3 days it is.
Yeah,
it's-
just
yeah.
done. You guys
We're done.
moved towards the convention center. This is for normie hours now.
Yeah.
Shit.
So-
yeah, we got people
Yeah.
checking in. We got people,
Yeah,
normal guests coming
it's
in.
normie hours now.
Damn. So shout out to that dude.
Oh my god.
If you're out there, hit us up.
Yeah.
Hit us up in the
I
DMs.
think I'm gonna go ahead and like.
Trying to find him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna try to find
yeah.
him,
Track him
dude.
down.
This is gonna be the mission. Hashtag.
Yeah, he was definitely
Sunday guy.
Yeah, Sunday guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta lead a campaign and just find him
Yeah,
because he
Yeah.
was gonna go. He was bumping music and he was dancing by himself, and people were just
Yeah.
like looking.
Oh, shit,
at
he's
it.
doing this,
Yeah,
go!
he's doing
Did
them.
he have
Yeah,
a megaphone?
he didn't have a megaphone.
Okay.
He had like
Damn.
he had I think he had a mask, but
Tuxedo mask.
but yeah
Okay.
after that, after they moved everyone, I was just like, yep, I got a dip. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
so-
it's a different vibe if it's not in the lobby.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. So other than the lobby, like what other stuff was going on then? Like as far as after party presents, or
There's
was that
none.
it?
There's none.
So that was literally it.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
A.
Katsucon is
How big is the con?
it's huge.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Damn,
It's God,
I'd
it's
say like a good 20,
Yeah.
30,000 attendance.
God,
a while, I
fuck.
guess. Well, let me check.
actually, yeah, we'll check.
shit. That's
So,
legit.
have you been to ALA
I've never been
been
to
to
ALA.
17,000 in
In
2016.
It's probably like 20,000.
20,000.
Yeah, probably 20 now. Yeah.
It was huge, and this time it's
Shit.
like crowded. Like the whole convention, all I could say was that,
1995.
damn, there's too many of us here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, not enough venue
Never knew,
space.
Yeah.
never knew you could fit 20 plus thousand people in a hotel.
Yeah, it's crazy.
God damn, that's insane.
So
Yeah.
I don't think they even have cap yet. Like I don't think they're capping it. So I'm not
yeah,
sure.
I mean, okay, so from the con operator side, they were inaugurated in 1995. I'm sure they went corporate just in the last like
Yeah.
decade or so.
Mhm.
So meaning like I'm sure it was kind of like a local group of friends that started it.
Yeah.
So to be able to pull off these numbers in what is it, 1985? That's like 20 something years, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost 30 years now. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a pretty big thing. And
But still.
do you know how
yeah.
long they've been doing it at the Gaylord?
It seems like it's always been a
Always
Gaylord.
been, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's always
Yeah.
been there, then I'm sure that from the hotel standpoint, if they're a long time
Mhm.
client, they definitely want to
Yeah.
accommodate them. And if they're not capping it, that means
they've
they're
been
open
a-
for more.
Since
Yeah.
1995.
1995.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shit, that's so they
Oh my
have
God.
stuck with them. Fucking
Wow.
dude, Katsucon and Gaylord is like more loyalty than some of these hoes out there.
Right.
Like that is
Wait, wait, wait,
legit.
wait.
These hoes ain't
20
loyal,
years,
dog.
yeah.
1995, it started in Virginia
Oh,
Beach.
never mind. My
Okay,
bad.
at
Sorry.
the Holiday
So,
Inn, bro.
Holiday Inn,
Wow.
Can you imagine having a weed con in the 90s at a Holiday,
Holiday
Inn?
Inn. Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Shit.
2010
10
is like the
days.
Gaylord still.
Okay,
is like
so
Gaylord.
10 years now.
Yeah,
Still
going back
not
to
bad.
2005. 2005 is in.
Okay,
Arlington,
so
they-
never mind. They've had
Fucking-
numerous
still,
conventions.
DC,
A
so
10
they've
year,
gone
a 10-year
back. Yeah.
relationship is still pretty good from the hotel side of
Mhm.
things.
Yeah.
So that means that they probably did you guys have problems booking rooms? Because I'm sure that means
Oh
they
yeah,
sell
it's
them out.
always packed.
Yeah,
It's
so they
always-
probably sell out their room blocks, and they must be
Mhm.
killing it.
Yeah.
Because I'm
That's
sure
crazy.
if similar to us, what we have is a room block obligation and
Mhm.
F&B, so food and beverage.
Mhm.
So if they commit to just room blocks and food and beverage, like they probably made decent.
Oh,
coin
yeah.
too.
It's
So-
crazy because it's
Yeah.
I heard of Katsucon 5 years ago,
Okay.
and each time I wanted to go
Sure.
because each year there's always a big buzz over it,
Yeah.
and finally when I got to go
Mhm.
after the third year,
Yeah.
that's when I'm just like, yep, there's a reason why this place is buzzing
Fuck,
because
man.
it's such a good location. It's just so pretty, dude.
Yeah.
And
It
then,
seems like it. It seems
and,
beautiful.
granted, they're not photography
Friendly.
friendly
Mhm.
because you can't really bring
Light stands
light
or
stands and all
whatever.
that
Oh, okay.
because it's a hazard, right? So
Yeah.
people can trip on it. And
Sure,
then,
sure.
But then the outside is just
amazing.
beautiful. Yeah,
That seems like
they're
it. So,
they have like a little
The way I
garden.
consider it is like each level is like a different city.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
like real nice.
Well, shout out to Katsucon. Fuck,
Oh.
that seems
Katsucon, you guys
super
are-
lit.
Yeah, you guys are doing everything
Amazing.
right. Yeah,
Since '95, like,
Mhm.
and if they're still around and
Mhm.
still in demand, that means they're doing something right. And
Yeah.
that's from an event operator standpoint. Like, I want to take notes on what they're doing.
yeah, and it's great because it's like they know their demographic,
Of
and
course.
then instead of stopping it, they
Yeah.
just make it safer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I
Mhm.
think makes good, and because we talked about this in one of the
Mhm.
last episodes, which is, what's it called? The event operator / con runner side of things, acknowledging the nightlife part of it. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it's such a breath of fresh air for an event runner to acknowledge, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
kind of the after party scene, because
That's a big
people-
portion.
yeah.
It is 100% the big portion. One,
Yeah.
venue, and the fact that the venue is so dope for people to do
Yeah.
that. And second, just kind of, you know, I mean, you
Yeah.
guys obviously saw those 3 days, and then
Mhm.
once Sunday hits, their contracts end by a certain
Yeah.
hour, and after that, hotel's like, all right,
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. As the weeb scene booms, it attracts
Yeah.
all sorts of personalities.
Mhm.
You know, even like people who are club goers, who are rave goers,
Yeah.
right? They love anime too, and then definitely having a rave scene or a straight party scene in a convention
Yeah.
is one of the ways to satisfy those people.
Mm-hmm.
That's so true.
Yeah,
So,
and
all right.
it's yeah.
Any other shout outs at the con? Katsucon, anything?
Oh, Let's
Anything
see.
else notable that happened?
Holly Wolf, definitely.
Oh,
great.
shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's great.
Hell
Love
yeah.
her. First time us just like rooming and hanging out together.
Sure,
and
sure.
definitely like just having nice friends in a convention. Definitely.
Like a friendly face.
It creates a certain vibe, certain experience,
Yeah.
right? But also on top of Holly, Mariah,
Mhm.
like
Mm.
more so Mariah, because she sponsored my trip.
Nice.
Yeah, so-
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
and
bringing
then,
Marvin.
yes.
Yeah, thank you for bringing
I
Marvin.
wasn't originally gonna go, but she said, "Hey, I need someone
Come
for-"
through, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
but originally we weren't both supposed
Yeah,
to go.
so-
We just somehow made
Yeah.
it.
yeah. Mariah was definitely the reason why I went.
Damn, that's the
And,
magic of Katsucon, you know what I
She
mean?
killed it this weekend too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And shout out to David Senpai.
Hey, there you
That was
go.
actually our like anniversary where we met. Katsucon.
Oh,
We
snap.
met
Really?
2 years ago.
No shit.
Because one of our mutuals recommended us to like add each other on Facebook because we're all like into business and all into cars and anime, and it was just like, yo, you guys should link up. So he tried to hit me up on Facebook. I didn't realize, how my inbox is. But then I saw this guy. I was like, oh, he's got a cool car, blah blah blah, and then accepted. And we both ended up going to Katsucon together.
Yeah.
And as we actually met up at the club, the top floor club. And that's where I blacked out. So I don't remember much, but I remember we had a lit ass time. And then we both decided, let's go to Katsucon this year. I think he decided to go last minute as well.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Because I was going. And we were like, this is tradition, we gotta go.
Yeah.
So we had a good time, partied it up, and now...
That's fucking dope, man. Yeah, those types of traditions are like when you hear stories of that, like people meeting other people or like homies that I'm sure you recognize as like a good ass relationship, like is such a dope thing, and I think that's one of the things that makes cons like fucking magical, honestly. So
yeah,
shit, that's dope as hell, man. So we'll plug his stuff. You said he's
Katsucon was
David
so good,
Senpai to you?
Dave Senpai, David. Yeah, David Senpai.
Okay.
I like how we like noodles and then Senpai. Dave.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking crazy.
They Senpai.
Small world. What is the most lit thing Kim saw this weekend? Or didn't see or dreamt?
Because I was gonna say my shit.
Yeah.
My ears, but
It's a blur. If you can imagine a blur, like everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh yes. So I wandered into so on Saturday, right? I had my speaker set up, and the DJ. There was a DJ I met on Thursday, and he wanted to DJ the Saturday lobby party. So I got his number down. Let me see if I can pull up his name. But I was like, hey, I'm gonna be here at this time. Come through, bring your setup, and I'll let you DJ. Because I want him to be able to do what he loves. And so he got there, and I let him take over.
Nice.
And his name's Kendall. Ghostface, DJ Ghostface.
Oh, DJ Ghostface.
Yeah.
DJ Ghostface, yo.
And so I let him DJ, and I was mingling around, wandering around to like the different stages.
Yes,
different stages, right?
Okay.
Oh my God! Wait, there's a story that I. Oh yeah, go.
Oh,
for it. Yeah.
Yeah, mingling around with different stages and stuff, just to say hi and see how it is.
Yeah.
And then I somehow like just time just skipped, and I ended up being in a hotel party. Oh my God, like Jason and Keel, amazing people. Love them.
Shout out to those two as well. Yeah.
So we're all you were there, right?
Yeah, I was there. I showed up late, but yeah.
Yeah, and we just had a good time. We'd vibe together, drink a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, I feel like I'm missing something. What the fuck are my speakers?
You feel incomplete.
And then I was like, wait, my what's it? The car? What do you call it?
The wagon.
The wagon. The speakers. My bag. My camera that I borrowed from my friend Simon. I hope he doesn't hear this.
Yeah.
What kind of all in the car. It was some Nikon. It was nice. All downstairs.
Oh.
So I was like,
unattended?
Well, the DJ,
was there.
Kendall was there.
Okay.
But he's DJing, he's preoccupied.
Yeah,
Still.
so I made a status, right? And I was like, hey, anyone downstairs,
grab my shit.
Not grab my shit, just make sure my shit's okay. I was make sure.
God.
And then I had 3 people say, I didn't read it until later, but he was like, yo, Kim, where you at? Your setup is here. And I had another couple messages like, your stuff is safe. And I had a friend who also stayed by the speakers because she found out, she just noticed where I was gone.
Yeah.
So she made sure my stuff was okay.
Yo.
And,
So I don't know if you remember this, but let me add on to one of Kim's lit experience, right?
Sure.
So we're talking about there's 3 different places, right?
Yeah.
So at one speaker setup, right? There's just people or girls, right?
Ooh.
Just
they were talking.
They got up to this mini setup. Yeah, we'll show you guys.
They're holding on a tree.
A tree, and then they just started twerking.
And there was money
on this tree.
Yeah, so it was like a lobby con, and there was
Lucky
girls
tree.
just twerking. I actually got a story of it, so I'll send it to you so people can see what
God,
people.
tree twerking, yes.
So they got up to the setup, and Kim was just like, "Oh
Was
man,
that filming?
Huh?
I think you filmed
Yeah,
me.
I got a story. And
I was
you
like,
were,
I was,
doing-
I was cheesing so hard. I was like this.
Oh, you'll see this.
Oh my god.
So that's also the
one of the
next-
most
yeah.
lit things that.
Yeah, because it's
God
like,
damn.
oh man, Katsucon is just a party.
So
A party con,
fuck,
man.
man. Shout out to the girls twerking on the
Yeah.
trees. There's not enough of y'all.
Oh my god.
Keep doing it. You're doing mankind
Yeah.
is solid, all right.
There you go.
And then shout out to Kim's community watching out for his shit.
Yeah,
Because apparently
oh
he
my
loses
God.
shit all the time. So
Yeah.
thank God for the people that watch Kim's shit.
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
Yeah, man. Fucking
That's
God
a
bless and take
$500
care.
setup, bro.
$500.
God
Yeah.
bless and take care. That's funny
Yeah.
as fuck. All right, cool. On to our next segment, which is cosplay model of the week.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't even know if you guys had this in mind yet.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I have someone in mind.
Of course
Oh,
you
I
do.
did.
It's Marvin. He
Yeah.
always does.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually met Leon Shiro.
Oh,
For the
shit.
first time.
Yeah.
It was actually funny. I met him on Friday at the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm surprised like
Yeah.
people at his
God.
caliber just mingles around. But
God, yeah.
the funny thing
Dope.
is I didn't recognize him.
Yeah.
So I was with my buddy David, and Leon was hanging around with David, and I complimented him. I was like, "Yo, I love your hair.
Yeah.
Your contacts,
God,
amazing."
yeah, that guy,
Yeah.
whenever he does cosplay,
Yeah.
everything is like, yeah.
Amazing.
What's his most notable cosplayer? What is he? Do you know by chance?
I don't
He's-
follow
yeah,
him, so I don't know. But
I think he did one of the, like, man, every single of his cosplay is notable.
It's quality as
yeah,
fuck.
it's quality. He's
it's like
just,
it's like it's from an actual game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like it looks like he
God.
just like came out of a video game.
And
It's
Hell
so
yeah.
realistic.
not only so, it's just that, man, like everything about Leon is, it needs to be perfect.
Sure.
Yeah,
Perfectionist.
and yeah, it's
Damn.
a very perfectionist.
So his quality is like fucking up there.
Yeah, like if you
Amazing.
guys are checking him
Shit.
out right now,
Yeah.
man, he's just on point. I mean,
Okay.
I caught a glimpse on how he works.
Yeah.
He wants like things. If he like, he's shooting with people. If he doesn't like a certain picture or doesn't like a certain video,
Yeah.
like, oh, let's retake it.
Yeah,
right?
no, that's what he did with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
he's a showman. He's just such a showman. And it's just like just
So he's
really-
very theatrical.
yeah, that's what he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
So-
I love that about him.
He's great, and that's why he's great.
Mhm.
Damn.
Love him.
alright.
He's very kind too. Very down to earth
Dude,
kind of person.
fucking-
Like will take any every single second of the day to meet people.
Yeah, that is what I
That's dope.
noticed.
That's
So, like on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know who he was, but I just complimented him, and then that was it, right? And I then saw on David's story that he tagged Leon, and I was like, "What? Yo, Dave, you didn't even introduce me? Like what
Yeah,
the
who
hell?"
did- yeah.
Like, I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like to jump on his clout or whatever,
Yeah.
but like, I mean. I just wanted to, say hi and stuff and whatever. But it's cool, you know.
Yeah.
And,
you ended up meeting him. So.
Yeah, and then on Saturday, I guess we somehow ended up in a room party. And was it like Friday? So my time's all messed up. But whatever day, like
one
we
long
ended
day.
up being in a hotel party.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of like people trying to talk to him, and I let him do his thing, and I just vibe with other people.
Yeah.
But I was providing the music and everything. And then we all went down to the lobby, and I just split, so I didn't really say anything to him.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I was in the lobby during the day, and that was when I only had time to actually do my shoot. So
shit.
I was helping Dave,
Yeah.
and then I was partying, and I didn't even have time to shoot my products and do some cosplay shoots, nothing.
Wow.
So Sunday was like my day, right? I had
Yeah.
like an hour or two. Like I helped Dave on Sunday too, so I had
Take down and
Yeah.
everything.
No, I did.
Or-
I helped the sales portion.
Okay.
Yeah, I packed as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
But
you
after
did
that-
everything. Fuck.
So after that, I was like, well, it's a little, it was like 3 or 4, so
Yeah.
I had like an hour or two to shoot. And Leon was so happened to be in the lobby, and he came up to me. He was like, "Oh, I didn't, formally introduce myself, and I wanted to say like thank you for providing the music yesterday." And that
Nice.
just like that hit me,
Yeah, it's just
that
tight.
he remembers, and he even introduced himself.
That's cool.
And so I
Good
introduced
dude.
my name, and I was like, "Hey, while we're here, let's just do a quick shoot."
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I don't want to take much of your time, but my goal for Katsucon was not to shoot for me, but to shoot for people. I asked all my friends, "Hey, if you need photos,
Yeah.
I'm not that great of a photographer, but I'm here.
Yeah.
Use me."
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So I did a quick 10-15 minute shoot.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
I'm surprised you still have that kind of.
I was
energy
gonna
towards
say, yeah,
Senpai.
you
It's
don't
like,
have,
Jesus
yeah, like
Christ.
that's not something someone reserves on a
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
yeah, so I was like doing all sorts of. I was like, whoa, it's been a while. Doing my photographer stance, right? I was like, I should
Let me search real quick.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Leon actually commented on that. It's like, wow, you're like very, like flexible and active. It was like,
That's
it's been a
tight.
while, right?
God, that's
And,
like Kim days.
When I opened the photos
KBL.
in
Yeah,
my
KBL
computer, right?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, his like makeup and everything was on point. I didn't even have to edit much.
Yeah.
You know, so it made my work a lot easier. So
Yeah. He's great at
Yeah.
that.
That's fucking, man, shout out to male cosplayers, man. Honestly,
Yeah,
like
no,
that's
they're
Yeah.
so underappreciated. in
we
this
need
community.
more kings in the kingdom. Like honestly,
Mm-hmm.
like that's there's a shortage. I want to make this out for all the male cosplay representatives out there because like really
Yeah.
they need more of a platform to be shown.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Yeah.
absolutely.
yeah, it's super dope. So thanks for shouting them out. Fuck,
Yeah,
man, I
no
didn't even know
problem.
about them. That's tight.
Yeah. And then mine was Mariah Momokun.
Yo.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Her cosplays this weekend or this past weekend was just everything was on point. Like I've never been so amazed by her lineup and how she executed them. Like I think every single character she picked, it's like, well,
do you know what she cosplayed as?
Oh,
I didn't get to
that's
see her
like-
that weekend. I think.
she did Pink Diamond and then she did Melanie, right?
Okay.
And then she did I think Jen Alter. And
Lots
all
of
of
photos up here so people
yeah,
can see.
Yeah.
all of them just turned out really really well and she just like executed all of them. The same thing with Leon. It's just that every single
Oh my
like
God.
just I actually since I handled for her this weekend
Yeah.
or the past weekend, and then it's just both of them just gives every single like second of the day to their fans.
Yes,
And it's
I
just
noticed
nice.
that.
That's so
Like
cool.
all of them, whenever a fan says hi, yeah, sure, like selfies, like chat to them and all that.
Yeah.
And I mean, there are times where we needed to go because we
Yeah.
needed to shoot. It's just both of them just say hi. Leon more so, but Leon is Leon.
Yeah.
But Mariah is just she tends to be a little bit more business minded at certain
Yeah.
times of day. I'm like, hey, we really need to get this done, so we're gonna get this done. So
That's fucking dope.
yeah, like all the like photos, like her Melanie turned out great. Her Pink Diamond turned out great. Her Jalter, amazing. Everything just fit just right.
That's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah, so those two, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Damn. Yo, Katsucon. You're just making Katsucon sound dope. Fuck.
Yeah,
Make
so
me feel terrible.
no,
That's-
granted,
that's so
shout
dope.
out to all the beautiful
yeah.
cosplayers who
Yeah.
brought their
There's
A game
so
too.
many,
So
yeah.
there's so many.
Yeah.
And I wish I could meet them all and shout out all of them.
And
Jesus
shout out to
Christ.
the people who shot outside.
Yeah.
Oh my
dude.
god.
How
didn't-
was the weather?
It was cold, right?
It was Friday. Yeah, it was cold, but then more so Friday.
Yeah.
The wind was just nuts.
Howling.
Like wow.
I heard it was cold. I didn't
Yeah.
feel it because I stayed my
Yeah,
ass
I was
inside.
Just watch through the glass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see that
Holly
shit.
wanted to shoot, and I'm just like, I stepped outside for 2 seconds. I'm like, yep, nope, not doing this. Sorry.
Yep.
That's what it
We'll
was.
reschedule. Rain check.
Yeah.
God damn, that sounds dope as fuck, man.
Yeah. People,
But then
the things people do for photos.
But
Yeah,
then
man.
it got a little bit fairer towards as the
Okay.
weekend goes by.
That's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out all the cosplayers at Katsucon. Next
Y'all
year,
really
find
did.
us. I'm really gonna try to go next year.
Yeah,
honestly.
no, you
Oh, yeah.
should
Yeah.
definitely go.
And we have more stories to tell.
I want to try that. I know.
Yeah.
Like, all right, as the fully functioning one,
Hey.
your ass has got to get up because we got a lobby party to do.
Debatable.
You gotta meet these
we
fools
don't-
at S class
Yeah.
type shit. So, damn, that's some good shit, man. Cool. All right, so our next segment is subtle Asian dating stories.
Hey.
Why are you guys looking at me?
Hey.
Because what this is it's a continuation of the
Oh.
story that you told us.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
Doki Doki Furry.
Yeah.
Oh that.
Yeah.
Story.
Did that-
Damn,
did
what
that
do you
continue?
mean that?
Yeah,
What
did that
else do you
continue?
have going on?
I mean, we're good friends, you know. I mean,
Did you meet or like what's the?
no, we didn't meet. I mean,
Okay.
let
So
me see.
continue the story from the last time because I think
What
what
was
it was you shared with us something Doki Doki.
Furry.
So, like I'm furry,
furry,
and
and
then like a little bit of the conversation.
Oh yeah, and then she told me that she knew me already, and
Yes.
then I figured out that her name was on Facebook.
Yeah.
It was like a fake name, but she didn't put her real name on.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I did have her on Facebook.
Oh.
And then when I followed her on Instagram, I was like, oh, that's
you.
you.
It's you. Oh.
And then I was like, oh, and then it adds up, because she knew who I was.
So it wasn't a catfish like we
It wasn't a
thought.
catfish.
So she's a real person.
She's real.
Nice.
She's real.
Whoa. Real.
Yeah.
So it is possible, kids. It's not all catfish and trolls. Yeah.
Well, my new profile picture is actually of her.
Wait,
That's her. Oh, shit! That was.
Yo!
Alright.
Whoa!
So she posted. I'm like, oh my
A
God, she-
major revelation.
Yo.
Wow.
Okay, so she's
catfishing with
right
a catfish.
here.
Yeah,
You're
catfish
right
with a
here.
catfish. Like it should literally be a catfish. Yo, that's fucking lit.
Yeah. So I mean,
So what does this mean?
No, so like when I hit her up, it was all like just fun and games.
You're like,
Okay.
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Okay.
I'm
That's
pretty
great.
sure she isn't interested in me like that, but we vibe really well.
That's
Prove
good.
us wrong. Prove
Yeah.
them wrong. Prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Yo,
I mean,
hit
like,
your boy up.
Get your boy up. Nice.
but
That's what's up, though. That's cool.
like
That's cool.
we talk about interesting subjects as well. So it's like she's a good person to talk to.
Sure.
I'll tell her straight up that she's good looking.
She's great looking.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'd boost her ego. I'd boost everyone's ego. I'll
Yes,
say,
you
yeah,
do. You're very good at that. You're,
looking.
yeah.
You
Hell
know,
yeah.
everyone
Please.
needs that in their life. So
Of course.
I mean, I'll compliment her.
Yeah.
With that, like not with any expectation of anything. It's just
Sure.
hey, I want to make your day feel better, so I'll just compliment and we just talk about random stuff.
That's
And a
so
lot of the
dope.
stuff is just fun shit too. It's just like funny
good.
stuff like catfishing with her.
Did you tell her you thought she was catfishing you?
Hmm.
Like, did that come up? Just be like, hey, me and my friends were thinking that you were catfishing us.
Oh,
But...
maybe I did tell her about y'all.
Nice.
I'm gonna send her like the podcast.
Shout out, y'all.
I'm gonna send her the podcast. It's like we be super chill.
Of course.
Yeah, and
That's tight.
I think she knew me back in the day when I used to catfish. So I was like, hey, let me bring this back up. My life is a little boring right now.
Might as well. And then everyone
Yeah.
was like,
Yo,
Yeah, when
pull up your comment. Pull up your
honestly,
comments.
when she popped up in my feed,
that's
I'm just
funny
like,
as
who
fuck.
the heck is this girl? Like, did I just randomly add
Same.
I'm
When,
just
okay,
like-
I had Kim, I had Lance bringing over your shit, and he was like, all right, wait. He's like, wait, is Kim this girl? Like, he asked me.
confused.
Yeah, he was hella confused. He's like, wait, am I looking for her? Or
Yeah.
That's why he
dude.
was a little like.
Yeah.
He was apprehensive about giving your shit to someone
Someone
else, to a dude. Especially your name's Kim. She pops up.
Yeah.
Because that's remember
Yeah.
and I was like, oh shit.
I did
alright.
not miss that at all.
Anyways, okay. So, oh man,
What is
okay.
up?
I think, oh man, I want to say, okay, I want to save
Should
this.
we read some comments?
I'm like in my
Oh,
head, I'm just
man.
like, how could I add such a pretty girl and not remember her name,
Yeah.
or not remember her at all?
That's
And then I
funny as
freaking look
fuck.
at it's Kim Nguyen, obviously.
Back in his
Yeah.
shit. He's
Yeah.
back on that shit again.
I was like, wait, when did I get in a group chat with her?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Oh my god.
Nice.
There's that comment.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Go for it.
There was a comment by So. She was like, so many people would suck your toes.
What?
And then my friend Anthony, liking traps doesn't make me gay. I'm reporting this. Ha ha ha. Almost fell for this catfish. Isn't this? And then he plugged her name, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to be found out.
Ooh.
Did you delete it or is it still
No,
on
I'm
there?
gonna let it be genuine.
Let it be.
Yeah.
Let it exist.
And then
I love the hot dog one.
The saga continues.
God,
So,
dude,
yeah,
you haven't
some-
done it in a while.
Yeah, so
damn.
people were like,
Yeah, people
These
remember
are your
this.
diehards. Like, they're your followers. They're your
them
1,000
know.
trues, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people
Damn.
probly don't know either.
I didn't fucking know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Tune in next
First
time
time.
for the adventures of Kim.
See, I think that's what we got to change this segment to.
Yeah.
That's so fucking good.
Smash!
I see that.
Smash!
I love
Oh
that
my
video,
God.
dude. That's fucking
Yeah,
brilliant.
that's great.
Well,
Yep.
shit, here we go again.
Hell yeah, dude.
Definitely threw me off, dude.
Let me see.
Damn.
That's pretty much the good one.
So did you ever find out if she was an actual furry, like, or was she just trolling?
I'm pretty sure she was trolling.
So do you think this is an opportunity to be like, like if let's say y'all ever meet up again, like you'd be like
yeah.
you show up
Shout
in
out
fucking
furries.
furry?
And be like,
I'd be down for that.
it's like, bitch, you lied to me. Shit.
I made this post because of her.
Oh
She
shit.
says, "I'm furry, please respond." And it's me wearing cat ears.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna say.
I wonder how
Wow.
how we got into that.
That's so crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
she was in. She said she said I was cute in that too. Yeah.
Well, I mean, girl, okay, girl, you gotta
Yeah.
here. Let me.
I mean, cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
God
Fucking
dang
A, man.
it.
Cheers to
Let me see if I can
that.
find it. I'm sure we can find something interesting.
What, girl? What you doing?
Oh, oops.
You have the
I
profile.
just seen zone.
You
her.
put on
Oops.
cat ears, girl. You,
Stop
step up your game.
Yo, you gotta put this on.
Whoa, what the fuck is that?
Okay.
So
Wait. Weenie babies. Okay.
Whoa, what?
So her. Okay. I don't know if I want to.
I gotta
put her
show.
name
Okay,
on there.
I gotta
Let's
show you
put,
how to screen cap this.
She was like, she called herself secretly a dom. And I was like, yes, master, yes, queen.
Oh
She was like,
no.
stop, dog. And I was like, I'm dying.
Oh no.
they're
And I was
role
like-
playing.
And I was,
Oh no.
and she was like,
Oh, no.
you're gonna put some cat ears and kneel down for me. And I'm just like, "Ugh."
Wait, she said that? She said to you,
Yeah.
Kim Nguyen, you're gonna put on some cat ears,
Cat ears
and kneel
down.
down to me.
Yeah.
And then show what
And
happens
then,
next.
and then she was like, yeah, for me. For me.
Oh my god.
I was like, okay, don't show this to anyone, please. It's super private. It's like 4 inches.
Oh,
And it's a photo of me with cat ears.
God.
4 inches of cat ears.
Oh my fucking god.
And she was like, that's adorable. Oh my god. These are such cute
What the
pictures
heck?
of you. You should post. You look like a good soft cherry boy. Oh my god,
Cherry
Doki.
boy.
And I put a gif of me like, like this.
Doki, oh my god.
Oh,
And I was like,
your
did you think
conversations, dude.
did you think I was gonna
Damn.
send you nudes? And she was like, you say you're shy, but you post videos of you on your story every day, probably of me twerking and stuff.
Of course.
I know,
As
I
one
know you're
does.
not the type to. You're a good boy.
Well,
job,
she's the
kid.
dom, so she tells you what to,
Yeah,
to be,
exactly.
right?
Hey,
So,
I could be both.
oh my god, dude.
Oh,
So you know what this means, right?
bad boy.
Did she send you furry
Fair
pictures of
pics
her?
too? Let me ask. Can you send?
Hit her up right now, dude.
Right now, do it,
Tell her,
do it.
tell her your fellow hosts. Or be like,
you
yo,
send-
you know, I sent the 4-inch pics. You gotta send your 4-inch pics
Yeah,
too.
I want
pics
four,
too.
4
Shit.
inches.
You know,
My
to be
fault.
continued like this. I want this to. Oh my god, this is funny as fuck. This is probably one of my favorite points of the podcast, dude.
Can you send furry pics too? I sent my 4 inches. I want something back.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
That's great.
Equivalent
dude.
exchange,
Oh my
bro.
God.
We
Hey,
watch
you know,
fucking
gotta
Full
make
Metal.
it fair.
I hope she rolls with this.
I really hope this
That's
goes.
great.
That's fucking hilarious, man. Damn, man.
That was good.
Hey guys, you know,
Furry
just-
pics,
you
yeah.
gotta-
Fucking
Cheers to
furry.
that.
Here's the fucking furry pics, bro. What the fuck, man? I want to see some shit.
yeah.
You know, I don't even know her name, but send some shit. She better. First of all, she better fucking watch this shit.
No, I'm gonna send this to
Yeah.
her.
Hell fucking yeah. Cause
Just
yeah, we didn't out her yet, but you know, we're just,
remember, kids, practice safe cyber funky stuff.
what's the equivalent of a cyber condom? You know what I mean?
Antivirus.
McAfee,
Yeah.
antivirus, or AVG.
Yeah. Norton.
Oh my god, yeah, fucking Norton's, dude.
And I told her about the catfish thing, and she was like hella down. She sent me hella pics.
Oh,
dude,
She's
wow.
like, take your pick. I was like, yo,
damn.
that's,
Oh,
that's a lot,
dang.
man. I don't know what to pick.
So wait, you got her blessing to do it? Like
Yeah,
she sent
she
you?
was
did,
down
damn.
for that. Yeah.
What
Wow.
the fuck is
What a cool
this?
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's down
That's
as
cool as
fuck.
hell.
That's tight. I want her on this goddamn podcast
Yeah.
now. She's gonna be our fucking guest, dude. Let's
Is
go.
she? Where?
She's
Europe?
in East Coast.
Oh,
Fuck
East Coast.
it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, shit.
This ain't that bad.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Does she
Shit.
go to cons?
She has gone to con.
Oh,
She
okay.
has cosplay. She doesn't go so much, but
Okay.
What's
She's-
she cosplay?
Next Katsucon.
I know she cosplayed as what's the No Game No Life girl, the short girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
the sister,
I haven't watched
or
it. So.
or Jibril,
There's
or
the girl with like the purple hair.
yeah, I know. Oh,
Oh.
god, that's
Ish, whatever.
Shiro's the guy,
She-
and then
I don't know. No game. No
I
Life,
noticed.
but-
No
Pull
game
it
of
up.
my life is my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have seen it. I was.
No, I know exactly who
I'm
the
drunk
fuck
my
you're
whole
talking
life,
about.
so I don't remember. Shiro, I'm pretty sure it's Shiro.
Shiro's the girl.
Cheer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say girl or guy?
It's the girl.
I said
No,
yeah,
you
girl.
said guy. Shiro is the
You
guy.
said- yeah.
Sorry,
for sure.
Shiro's the guy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that's
Ooh,
that's
Sorry.
Yeah, it's too much alcohol. You need to cut.
I know. Damn, says the guy who killed
No.
as much as I have. God damn.
Okay. Anyways, we'll find that name.
I'll ask her
Yeah.
to put on a cosplay in the roleplay.
Can you please, dude?
Oh
I
my
can
God.
send her. Fun fact: because of No Game No Life, I started a small business called GG LLC, where we made the fucking chess pieces in the game, and we made them light up. And so that's my connection. That's why I'm embarrassed that I don't fucking know her name.
Oh.
So, anyways, yeah.
That's all right.
Shout out to whoever this chick is. She got a fucking cosplay. That's what it is.
We're
Gotta
meet-
get her out
yeah.
here.
Yo,
She got a
I'm
next
sure
year.
she'll have hella stories because she
Yeah.
was on Southern Asian Dating too.
Oh,
shit.
wait,
Oh,
what?
that's
Are you
big.
serious? I think
That's
that's
how
why
I
she
found
looks
her.
familiar.
That's why I found her.
Oh, that's right. You hit her up on
Yeah,
her
you're-
post.
yeah.
Yeah, the little I'm furry, please respond.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're both on
dude.
Southern Asian Dating.
Oh man, so that means you're not the only one. She's got like a laundry list of.
Oh yeah.
She got big. She got a hit big.
So
hit
she
on
knows
Southern
some
Asian
shit.
Dating.
She's got some good ass
Yeah.
stories there.
Yeah.
We should ask her like, yo, what works? Well, obviously what works. You know what I mean? But we should also find out like what other shit like
She's-
thirsties say and like.
Oh,
I'm genuinely curious from the female standpoint.
Oh,
Oh
what
yeah, they get a
on the
lot,
receiving
dude. They
end.
get a lot.
I've seen
Holy
some shit.
Dude. Yeah, I work
Yeah.
with models all the time. Just
Yeah.
like, my God, furry or not, they
Yeah.
just get a handful of that
Yeah.
thing
I-
every
I-
message.
I think-
Furful.
Yeah.
Yeah, disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think getting those types of testimonials would be extremely
Amazing.
because no one's talking about it.
Yeah.
No one's talking about because people see like the auction posts and like all the wholesome ass comments,
Yeah, that's-
but no one's really talking about all right, what are these girls going through? What are the auction people that are being auctioned going through? Like, what does
Yeah,
that look like?
Jesus Christ.
I want to fucking know. I'd pay money for that. I would legit pay
Yeah.
money to learn that.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, to be continued.
Yes. It'll be fun.
That was a good little continuation there.
That's so good. I'm so
I love,
glad I asked that.
I love the nice build up there.
That was dramatic.
Happy was like a wholesome build up too.
That was so
Cheers to
fucking
wholesome
dramatic.
build up.
Cheers to wholesome
Oh, I
build up.
finished mine, but I
I'll
can
show
drink
you.
some of you guys.
I'll show you a
Oh,
wholesome
wait,
build up.
there's like a little bit left.
Hell yeah.
Let
Nice.
me drink some of yours.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, new segment.
Yeah. Yay.
So Marvin thought of this one. All shout outs
Yeah.
to Marvin, Lord Marvin,
Thank you,
SquareNoodles.
thank you.
Thank you. Which is a new segment on the show that we're gonna call stuff that inspired us this last
Yeah.
week. So I guess I'll go because I'm pretty litty right now.
Hey.
Yeah.
I
There
mean,
you go.
actually, shit, I feel like a bitch because you guys finished all your
No,
shit.
take your time. You're in pain,
Go on
bro.
your own pace.
Yeah.
So I think shit that inspired me this week, I would say would be Gary V stuff.
Oh, yeah. He's
Or
so
okay,
great.
I would say Gary V in general.
Worse in okay in general. Okay.
Yeah, just in general. So I follow him on Instagram, as most people should. You better fucking
Yeah, dude.
follow our Lord and Savior of social media, Gary V. I'll plug him right here. Yeah, I did the whole fucking thing. Let me show you guys. So I don't know if you guys have seen it, but on his Instagram, he actually shows his he shares his cell phone number.
Wow.
It's fucking legit.
That's crazy.
And what it is when you text it, it automatically adds his number to your fucking phone.
Yo.
wow.
It's pretty lit, so I'm too scared to hit his ass up.
I should
Yeah.
get another phone and do that.
Yeah, hell yeah. But apparently, like it's he has kind of like a text community type thing. So think of it as like a Discord or like it's his own little subreddit of stuff, and he throws out promotions and like new shit, like exclusive ass shit, which is dope. But anyways, so the conversation that I was having with these guys on our group chat, we have our own group chat by the way.
Yeah.
Which was, hey, you guys fuck with Gary V, and Kim was like, fuck yeah, I'm listening to his shit. Marvin's like, he's dope as shit. He's a little bit too intimidating for my taste.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, I feel the same fucking way.
Yeah.
I follow him on Instagram, and I like I've seen all of his shit, and I'm like, I just hear like F-bombs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit much. But for some reason, this last week, he shared a video that really spoke to me, and it was kind of crazy because it dealt with podcasts.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wait, I have a podcast.
Yeah.
We have
That
a
relates to
podcast.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I'm doing hella research on that shit.
Yeah.
And so after I saw that clip, I started going on YouTube, like kind of scrolling through his stuff. So I just type in Gary V podcast advice, and he has like 3 or 4 different like clips of him going through why it's such a smart idea to start a podcast.
I think at the time it was in 2018, 2019, but just as of right now. And it was so inspiring because he brought up so many good concepts that I had already realized, but I never really like dove deep into. And one of the primal concepts that he talks about is what's called day trading attention. So meaning in the way that traditional media has spent so much money and resources on building programming to get people's attention. He says there's nothing better than that direct content creator to consumer type relationship. It's never happened in the history of humanity.
Yeah.
And because he says, like, you know, the fact that he's adapted to becoming a day trader of attention, like, it shows the level of thought that he puts into a lot of his stuff. He says, dude, like, he says, I can show you how to make 60 pieces of content, genuine original content every single day for you to build your market, to build your brand and build your marketing. And I was like, fuck, I need that. Like, I definitely want to do that. So because of that, we started doing our own recording of like internal. Okay, so oh man, I wish I could like turn it around. But next to our primary camera right now, to the right of it, we have kind of like just a Sony Handycam that's always on, as well as our Zoom H6 audio recording setup. We always have it on because what I took away from his inspiring concept was documenting the come up. And you know, in one of his episodes, he says that he said he wished that he had an opportunity to document all of his growth because that's what people want to see.
Right.
And so I shared that concept with these guys, and so I kind of want to use that to stir the pot on this conversation. But I mean, what do you guys think of that concept?
Yeah, so at first I was like, yo, what is this camera doing behind? We're not
Yeah, we definitely said a lot of like sensitive stuff. I'm like, I know if we're not being recorded, but
yeah, but I mean, I get it to like I could apply that concept to like how I work too. It's like or even like me partying.
Yeah.
I'm like sometimes I'm too lit to record and then I miss out the whole thing, right?
Yeah,
And,
you forget.
I really like eventually I want to have somebody who films me. Because
Same.
like me filming, it takes my attention away from everything.
Yeah.
So I want to focus on what I'm doing and have somebody film me and document everything happening.
Yeah.
Like even me being on my phone and answering phone calls and then trying to shoot at the same time and like the preparation and all of that. Or me waking up, like him filming me waking up.
Well,
Yeah.
there's value in that, like especially you taking business calls, because I noticed Gary Vee does that as well. When it comes to wanting to record like your process, right? Like, what value do you think that has to offer?
yeah. So for me, it's a little different, right? Because I'm a photographer, and it's like since I do take photos, you can like all my work is saved up in this photo form, right? And then the thing about it is that people can see my progress from like the beginning when I first started, when I was just a noob. I didn't know anything about photography.
Yeah.
And the thing is that people can look back at those photos and then they'll be able to compare like, dang, Marvin has come a long way. Like, look at his photos now, you know? And then that itself inspires people.
Yeah.
Like that itself,
True.
when people look back into that, like they'll realize that, wow, he's not always great at things.
Yeah.
He's not always the best. He wasn't always the best photographer, right? But the fact that he started at this photo and that this is the kind of photos he was taking, this is like crap. And it's like now that he's doing big things, big photo shoots, I can do what he's doing.
Okay.
You know, it's like it definitely like
So they can relate.
people can
Absolutely.
definitely relate.
Yeah, like
and so when people sees your past work or how people started, all that, that's definitely a big thing in a sense that, everyone can do what they want to do, and like people can follow their dreams and be successful if they continue at it.
Has there ever been anything in your past that you're like, oh, fuck, I wish like that was documented or that was recorded? Like, is there a certain memory that you can recall?
Oh yeah, I mean like plenty.
Okay.
You know, I'm terrible at documenting my life because I am more a person of like behind the scenes. The fact
Yeah,
that
of
we're
course.
doing a podcast,
Yeah.
it's like it's tough for me. Like when people come up to me, I'm like, oh my god, Marvin, you're an inspiration, or oh Marvin, like you've helped me grow into like a better person. That's still like in my head or in my feelings, and it's just like I'll never get used to that.
Sure.
Because I'm
Makes sense.
such a person who looks up to people. Like when I'm the fanboy, you know, I'm the fanboy in every single conversation,
Yeah.
you know,
Makes sense.
and it's just weird that I don't know why I don't record my past stuff. Like I actually I took a photo of my very first camera purchase.
I saw that.
Right?
Fuck.
Yeah, and it was like D3300, and then Nikon 50 1.8 or 1.4. That was my very first purchase, right? And I took a picture of it, right? But aside from that, nothing else on how I started. I mean, sure, you can see it in photo and how I progressed,
Yeah.
but I don't have any photos of like, hey, the people that you know, in my head, I'm just like, oh my god, I shot with this person. Yeah, I don't have a lot of photos with
I
them.
think there's value in doing that though. Like I
Yeah.
definitely obviously the second and third episodes were really dedicated to kind of like your guys' origin stories.
Yeah.
If you guys are up for it, I totally want to I want to dedicate episodes to like each of our Batman Begins origin
Ooh.
stories on like really diving deep into like what things in your past made you who you are today.
Oh yeah,
That'll be
absolutely.
good.
I'm
So
down
much
for that.
value in that, I think.
But yeah, no, definitely. So going back to it, I think what Gary V was wanted to convey to you was that definitely make a habit of just recording everything
Yeah.
and how you come up.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Because when I see people, right, when I worked with a client back then when I was a companion,
Yeah.
and then before he got big, he documented all his process. Or he owned a studio back in the 60s, 70s,
Oh shit.
and it became like the best recording studio in United States. You know,
Fuck.
they recorded for the Eagles and all that, and he recorded every single moment of the way. And the way
That's so cool.
the way he told me, also, you know, I know Gary Vee has his reasons, but the way he said why he records stuff, because it keeps him humble.
Yes.
It keeps him humble.
That's good.
When he says things like,
That's
and
good.
at the same time, on top of being humble, it keeps him excited for the bigger project. Because it's like, dang, I remember that feeling when I was this little and I was so excited to work with this person. And
That's
it's
so
like,
crazy, dude.
yeah,
That's
so
a good one.
so whenever he goes on the next big project,
Yeah.
right, he always looks at photos when it's just like, because usually it's so easy when you have fame, or when you have follower count, or when you have like when you're working with the big names. It's so easy to feel like, oh yeah, I'm a big shot, I'm a big name, I'm working with another big name, oh that's normal. Like it's easy to be big head, like to
Yeah.
get big headed.
Yeah.
It's really easy to get big headed, and I think one of the best way to go ahead and like
Humble yourself.
stop being a big head,
Stop the ego from like overinflating.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just record your beginnings,
Yeah.
because
100%.
it'll remind you of where you came from.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the points to what Gary Vee was saying is like not enough people do that. One, I think it's just the lack of confidence. Like it
Because,
definitely
yeah.
takes a certain type of like confidence to be like, all right, if I know this is the good old days, like how we were talking about in the meeting before, I was like, this is the good old days right
Yeah.
now. We're talking about some good ass shit.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like if we recognize that this is the good old days when this at this date at this time that we created this idea and we fucking run with it, like dude, that's just more inspiring. I think.
Right. Yeah.
It's just not enough people are have that confidence or like are crazy enough to have that energy or drive. I think.
yeah.
And so I think what it is, and I want to invite you guys to do this with me as well. But like, this podcast is a platform to help inspire people to fucking start their own podcast or start
Yeah.
their own vlogs. Like I think
Yeah.
that I think using us as a vehicle or like a vessel to spread that message, I think is a good thing, because not enough people get enough credit in their own story. I think.
Absolutely.
You know, they don't
Yeah.
value that enough. And I feel like with what, going back, full circling this, what Gary Vee was trying to say by saying like everyone should start a podcast in your respective industry. I'm like, fuck yeah, you should. And I think that's why the three of us came together to start this.
Yeah, and it's definitely. I mean, that's a helpful comment or rather, what you found, because when you were showing that to us, like it motivated me.
Yeah,
That we're actually doing it.
of course.
So definitely record your come up, like every single memorabilia you could go ahead and save it. You know, put it in an album.
Yeah.
Like go ahead and record it, and then look back to it once in a while. And, you know, make like a lot of people at the same time when talking about confidence, a lot of people don't want to remember their past because they're ashamed of it.
Yeah.
Never be ashamed of it. Always have the confidence to remember where you start up, because it'll only empower you as a person.
Yeah.
And like, and then you know, it's great. I'm like, dang, I've come a long way. Like that's the thing, is that for me, like again, it's a little bit different for me, because like I see my work all the time, like even my old photos, right? It would come up time to time. I'm just like, dang, like I've improved so much, you know, and like that gave me the confidence to move on. And at the same time, like I don't shy away from seeing my old work. Like I get cringe, like oh, this like really,
like
really
God,
bad
I wish
photo.
I did this. What the fuck
Right,
was
like
I
I'm like,
thinking?
oh my God, I failed at that photo shoot. Like I'm sorry to the whoever client I worked with, because I fucking failed. If I go ahead, like if you feel like it wasn't on par, I'd love to go and like shoot with you again.
Let's do a
Right,
reshoot.
you know?
I will.
I'll like a reshoot.
Damn.
But yeah, that's kind of the thing, is that, you know,
Yeah.
record your stuff, man.
Kim, was there ever a moment in your past that you feel like that was so impactful for you, or like, can you recall a memory that you're like, fuck, like I wish I documented this somehow, or like I wish someone else was here to witness this with me?
Yeah. So I mean, I already naturally document a lot of stuff. I mean, not like you know, specifically like a behind the scenes stuff. I do take lots of photos and videos, and I keep them archived on my cloud and stuff like that.
Okay.
But recently I did actually delete a lot of my stuff from the past, because I felt like there was just so much.
It no longer represent you who you are now.
Not really. It's just I felt like since I am like coming up like with a big growth, I felt like a lot of information out there could be used against me, and not specifically like bad stuff about me. I mean, I don't really have too much drama, if not like much.
Sure.
But it's just like people could find out where I live. Or they could find out
gotcha.
about my family and then stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So I just wanted to protect myself as soon as I can. So I did delete a lot of stuff.
You're right.
Sure.
There's big on that, like people like uncovering your past and like use it against you, and it doesn't reflect who you are.
Well,
now.
that's definitely a real thing. Like a lot of that's something not a lot of people are have ever really needed to consider until now. You know, where
The internet is just so like
it's
powerful,
open
but
and it's
just
permanent. You know, a lot of people can backtrack and find. And it's so crazy how obsessive or how detailed people can get. Like, if let's say, for instance, right, and God bless, I have a fucking privacy screen.
Yeah.
For all my head
I
time.
need that.
It's so I'll send you the
Yeah,
link.
because I'm
It's
just
so
like
fucking helpful.
browsing. I'm just like, oh, because I do follow a lot of
Yeah.
sex worker. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah.
and it's like I would open my Twitter. I'm just like, boom. Like open my Instagram, boom. I'm just like, oh man, I should just hold up.
I'll tell you, it's so
Yeah.
fucking useful.
I need
like,
one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. But even then, even if I didn't have one, right? And let's say I'm fucking like right
Yeah.
here doing like at a weird angle, and if I didn't have this, like someone could see it. I'm sure someone could like fucking zoom in and figure out what the hell I'm looking
You're
at.
right.
Yeah, that's why like when I go to restaurants and stuff, like open up this and that, kind of just look for cameras, you know, because you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just never know.
But I actually, with documentation, there was one specific time. It was actually beginning of this year. It was a really rough time for me, and this is the first time I ever did something like this. But I was in my car. I legit was like rock bottom, like feeling wise. I took out my camera, and I was like, "This is date this, time this. I'm at the worst I could ever be. This and this and this is happening." And you know, I just saying all my feelings out so I could let it out and document everything. And I felt like me being able to release that and document it, I could come back and then be like, wow, I rose up from like rock bottom, you know. So I felt like documenting sometimes it's not even for like even sometimes if you don't go back to it, you feel better because you're saying something, you're releasing your feelings and emotions.
It's like journaling, right?
Yeah,
in a
that's
sense.
yeah.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
But I do personally love to document everything I do, whether that's by text or by video or by stories.
Yeah.
Because I love going back and being like, wow, I'm wild, you know.
Yeah.
Or wow, I can't
You,
believe
Yeah, that was lit.
you entertain yourself. I love
yeah,
it.
I know. I do spend a lot of time
Yeah.
during my day just going back in my old stories and be like, oh, I forgot about that. You know, I
Yeah.
forgot about this time, this and this and
Yeah.
this. So it's like it reminds you of the old days and what what made you who you are today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, definitely post a lot of like positive things about your life. That way, when you
Yeah.
go over it, right, it's just
You're like, damn, I did that.
yeah, you could be
Shit.
proud of yourself because you know, like again, in this world, there's very little people who gives you credit. Heck,
True.
like we were talking about like the last episode, how my mom wouldn't even give me credit, and like that's just stuff. But sometimes you just gotta do it yourself, you know.
Yeah.
True.
You gotta give yourself credit. You gotta hype yourself up, and then you gotta just look at that. You gotta go ahead and look at your own projects, and then be able to distinguish or to be able to see that you have come a long way yourself by recording your old.
And if you can, hype your friends up.
Yeah.
You know, if you see them do good work, a small word of encouragement will keep them going.
Yeah.
You know, like if
Yeah.
I get like one positive comment about my work, it'll fuel me for the day.
Yeah, the
For
only
sure.
thing you're really losing are just few bits of saliva and air. Yeah.
like today in our business meeting, I was like, "Yo, thank you for doing this where I was lacking."
Yeah.
Because like you know,
No, we got
yeah.
each other.
Yeah. It's so crazy that you guys like a lot of what you guys are saying is just stuff that I've been feeling for a long time, which is like we really gotta like lift each other up. There's so much negativity out there. It bothers the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Like in it's literally a dog eat dog world, especially in our industry.
Absolutely,
You know,
yeah.
cosplayer
Yeah.
to cosplayer, fucking like this person to this person. Like, there's so much drama out there. And
But
I
it
think
really doesn't have to be. That's what
it really doesn't, and I think that's the point that we're all trying to make, which is like there is room for positivity, and there is room for like genuine, like the quote that comes to mind is giving credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
Like if you do dope shit, you should definitely be recognized
Yeah,
for it.
absolutely.
You know, it definitely shouldn't slide under the rug. Like it should be recognized.
Even if you don't do, or even if you're seeing someone who doesn't do dope shit,
Yeah.
go ahead and give them encouragement nonetheless.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
or if you like the way I look at it, I did see like a post or something like, and I kind of agree with it. If you see someone, you know, maybe not doing dope shit, but you see them like coming up, or even if they're struggling. Well, let me rewind on that. If you see someone struggle in this and that, or you see like you feel like you could help them in some way,
Yes.
come up to them and say, hey, like I see you know you're trying. Can I give you a word of like advice or anything? And if they say yes, tell them how they can improve. Like it doesn't always have to be like oh your stuff is good when it's really not. Like if you see like it's not there yet, but you see like you have something that could
have it be
help.
something
Yeah.
that can actually help. You
Yeah.
know, because I think there's also something to be said for like falsely gassing someone up type thing, because that means it's just like you're just promoting mediocrity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if it's something that's genuine, like, and again, I feel like if it's all in how you approach it, or like kind of how you present it, right? It's like, dude, look, I know what you're trying to do. Like I've been there, or I've seen this and this. Like, dude, you just like do this and this. It'd be fucking awesome. You want to be awesome? Shit, this is all you need. I mean, you're already awesome, but if you do this and this, it's like plus 5 EXP.
Yeah.
You got this.
Definitely.
Yeah, hell yeah. So shit like that. So
So
Damn.
shout out to Gary V for being such an awesome person.
shout out to Gary.
Yeah.
I swear to fucking God, I
love
my
him.
goal is to get all 3 of us at like one of his seminars or some shit.
That'd be dope.
Something. I would love to visit like his New York office or anything like that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I literally just got put onto him the last like 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of on a binge. So
Yeah, no, he's great. He's definitely a motivating person to listen to. Like again,
Yeah.
it's a little intimidating. The reason why is because he says a lot of shit that I'm like, fuck, like I'm being
it's like
called
too
out.
real, and you're like,
yeah.
it's me.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
talking
being
about
called
me.
out. I'm
Oh,
being called
shit.
out. Yeah,
Like it's like he's talking to you.
yeah,
Exactly.
but-
That's what it feels like. You're like,
Yeah, he's very intimidating in that sense because he's real. He's real with it. But like again, like the topic that the reason why, on that post how this podcast started, right?
Yeah.
Like I said something aggressive, but as much as
Yes.
possible, I want to like soften it up. Like,
Yeah.
there's no need to be aggressive about certain
Correct.
things. People sometimes
There's ways
doesn't-
to say it.
People doesn't always respond to aggressiveness or being called out. Some people respond with genuine words and kindness,
True.
and it doesn't have to be all that all the
Well,
time.
I feel like that's the power we have, right? Like we can communicate to the people that Gary Vee can't, and I think that's the opportunity that we're
think so.
presented with.
Yeah.
I think his way of communication is unique and different, but that's how he
Yes.
gets to some people.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Maybe
Yeah.
we can't get to them, but he will get to them.
But
Exactly.
but I just think it's how Gary Vee grew up.
Yeah.
It's like he grew up in like dog eat dog world, and in order for him to be successful, he need to be the
He'd be
bigger
like
dog
that.
and eat the other dog. You know.
True.
And like for us, for me, I'm a little cuddled,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I started in the cosplay community, and again, cosplay community like the most loving
Yeah.
fucking community there is. And
So
like,
much love.
I got so much support when I
Mm-hmm.
was going up the
Kind of like
the-
you being on your come up, right?
Yeah, on my
Yeah.
come up, and people are always supportive, like, "Hey, Marvin, your photos are really good," and all that. And it's very rare I would get criticism because, and even then, even if I would get criticism, like I accept it.
It's
fully.
still
Yeah,
helpful.
Yeah, it's still
like
helpful.
you
Like,
used it, you know.
I could always I always use everything as a learning experience rather than.
All right. Our next segment will be mail time.
Yay,
And so,
okay.
Yeah, no time.
So I've thrown it in the podcast before, but I will read out the P.O. Box. Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I will read out the P.O. Box. So, if you want to send us shit, because obviously if you can see behind us,
Empty.
there's nothing. Literally nothing.
Pikachu's gone,
Yeah, Pikachu.
but he'll come back as soon as we figure things out.
Pikachu's on vacation. Limpy, I forgot what the hell we call the
Yeah.
light.
Limpy?
Limpy's barely in the
Yeah,
frame right now, but
yeah.
he's still here. Literally all we have to show our degenerateness is
This Soju.
these soju bottles, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you'd like to send us some items, some mail,
Whatever you guys want to send us.
yeah, whatever you want to send us.
Just no dildos and no glitter bombs.
Please, the biggest glitter bombs and the biggest. Glitter All right, so in order to send us stuff, you need to send it to SojuBomb Podcast at P.O.Box 230639, Las Vegas, Nevada 89105. And we'll have it on the screen in the description as well. Yeah, no, we would totally love to
Open your gifts for us.
present us with all of your gifts and
Yeah, does it
anything
have
that you like.
like cards you want to tell us,
Yeah,
little
anything.
drawings perhaps. We love those. We'll probably have like a
Love
small
notes, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? The notes that you pass in class to us. type
We'll
stuff.
probably go ahead and put
back.
something a brown board here that we can just
Like
pin.
corkboard,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Corkboard, yeah.
Something like that.
That'd be nice.
Dope.
Yeah.
Cool beans. All right, next up, let's go ahead and shout out what we're up to next.
Oh yeah.
So-
So should be
What am I up to
um,
next?
yeah, at this point Level Up Expo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
How did I forget?
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Here. That's right, in Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out Level Up Expo,
Mm-hmm.
killing it in the game.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all rocking that Las Vegas Convention Center
Hell
life.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's gonna be interesting for sure. Level Up is definitely one of those types of events where, if you guys don't know, because me being in the con scene here in Vegas, Level Up is one of the few OG events that's still around till this day, and they were the ones that were able to make it into the convention center. So
Ooh,
big
that's
ups to
big.
them.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's good.
big shout out to them.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely. The after party last year was lit. So
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
yeah, definitely. Hell yeah.
So I want to go
Sweet.
ahead. I showed up to the after party super late too, but hopefully this time I can make it there
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
on time. I'll be supporting my friend, Mariah Mallet.
Yes.
She'll have a booth there, and then Miso Toki and Ali Brazil will also be in the booth
Yeah.
with us. So definitely stop by.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Aren't you running the Itashas this year, I think?
Yeah, So
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
helping Level Up Expo host the Itasha show.
Yo.
So we'll be
Oh,
bringing
dang, that's big.
5 cars.
What does
Ooh.
Itasha mean for people that don't know, or what is it?
It means painful cars.
God damn it.
Painful to look
Ooh.
at. So if you look at it, your eyes will bleed.
Hey.
Just
Painful
yeah.
cars.
cringing.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I couldn't find any cars in Vegas, so I found 5 cars from SoCal.
Yeah,
So we'll
nice.
be cruising up from LA to Vegas all together.
Fuck yeah.
So it'll be happy times.
Oh,
Hell
that's
Yeah,
a good.
And then
That's
I'll
what's up.
have a table at Level Up Expo as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
I-
good ride.
I definitely want to know
Character
more. I definitely want to get the chance to like interview / ask you about that, because I tried to similar to you, you couldn't find anyone that in the Vegas scene that was like into Atasha's, and it's very few. I would say probably a dozen or less. And so I would love to hear more about kind of what that experience is like. Organizing that amount of different people to come together to trust you to park their cars in a venue. And have a good time.
Rough one.
Yeah, seems like it. So I definitely want to ask you about that sometime. Cool.
Yeah. Check out Level Up Expo next week.
Level Up Expo.
Yeah.
Dope. All right. Shout outs to our social media. Where can people follow us?
Senpai Squad.net.
And for me, I'm very active in all my social media accounts, like Twitter, IG, and Facebook Messenger. I usually like check the message request. I do have a Facebook page, but I don't post as often.
So when I looked it up on the Facebook and your website, because I linked that too, I was like, dang, we need to update this puppy.
Yeah, so
no,
it's cool. My
though.
website definitely needs an update. So
it's
been a while.
So yeah, if you want to go on his website, he needs to update. So
give
him some content. Anybody, make sure to book him.
Yes.
Hell yeah. So
what about you?
For you?
Personal. So business social. Follow me at crosscounter.tv. Across the board, follow Gutex, all of our FGC ventures, everything. We got a lot of stuff lined up. So keep an eye out for everything. We're gonna be streaming more, so definitely keep an eye out for that. My personal stuff, Anthony Orque at Facebook, Twitter's Anthony Orque, and then Instagram is AO_booster.
Yeah, for me, just put all my links here.
I definitely put all the links everywhere. Dope. That's pretty much it. Was there anything else to close us out?
No,
That was good. Yeah,
can't wait for the next episode.
I know, definitely. I feel really good about this one. There was I feel so much regret not going to Katsucon.
Oh man!
If I went to Katsucon, I probably wouldn't be in this position.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? I probably would be in
true.
one piece. So, anywho,
ouch.
sweet. Well, thanks guys so much for listening, watching, whatever platform that you're on.
Thank
Follow
you
us on
guys.
all of our platforms. SojuBomb, SojuBomb.tv. You can find all of our stuff on Anchor. We're officially on Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify. So go ahead and give our stuff a like, leave reviews on all of our stuff, and we'd sincerely appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you guys, appreciate it. That's it. Bitch, nice.
Oh my god!
What the
Follow up,
fuck, dude? Wow.